Hey guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do, apparently, is I am just gonna do a reading that's going to be completely open. Completely open. I don't even know have a clue what I'm gonna title this reading. I wanted to title it like Messages from Spirit or whatever, but I'm gonna leave this open enough to where this could be from anybody. This could be from anybody that wants to communicate with you or wants to bring you some kind of message here. I'm really gonna just open myself up to that. This is different from what I normally do. I have no idea what's gonna happen in this reading. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Not a clue. But I'm just gonna do tarot, and I'm just gonna lay out the cards. I do have some particular oracles that they wanted me to use for certain decks, so I'm gonna stick to that. And then yeah, it's just gonna be open. So this could pertain to your love life, this could pertain to just your life, this could pertain, I mean, absolutely anything. You could find your person's higher self come through this reading, past loved one maybe, messages just from spirit, something that you need to know right now. This could be absolutely anything, okay? Completely open here, guys. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 3 piles here to choose from. All 3 of these piles, both of these really I was more drawn to because of, obviously, the coloring of them matches. And I do realize this one is totally off from the rest, and there's a reason for that, because this deck particularly, this is the Hush Tarot, okay? And this one has been laid on me for a few days now, and I have to use it. I mean, I know obviously aesthetically it doesn't fit, but I have to use this one because this is the one that's been calling to me. So there's a message in this deck for someone here, and we're gonna figure that out. So, and then this one too as well. This one, I saw it and I was like, I'm definitely using that because, I don't know, I was drawn to it and I like the colors. So what I'm gonna do here is we have 3 piles to choose from. This deck right here is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. This is the Penelope Tarot. And then this here is the Hush Tarot, which I already said. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull some stickers to pull out on each one of these so that y'all can, if you can't like choose from here, then hopefully a sticker will stand out to you or have some kind of significant meaning for you, okay? So here we go. Pile 1. Okay. This one. Oh wow, guys, y'all got 2 stickers because these are stuck together. Huh. So, okay, y'all have the sun, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks like a guinea pig because I have one sitting right next to me, but I'm not really sure what kind of character this is. So take that how it resonates. So that's pile 1. Pile 2. Ooh, okay. So pile 2, you have the, I'm not really sure what you'd call that. I guess maybe it's a palm tree leaf? No, that's not right. Anyway, it's just a leaf, gold, with gold on it. Okay, so 3. This one's kind of hard to get out. I feel it won't come. Oh wow, because there's a ton of them here. But, I'm going with it. I'm just going with it. Okay, so pile 3, you have 3 stickers. You have, I hate all of you. And it is a rainbow that's smiling. Isn't that strange? I hate all of you. Okay. And a butterfly. And a flower. That's interesting, guys. All right. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. This is open. So if you have a thought, something in your head you're wanting to know about, maybe go off of that. Just pick which pile that you feel more drawn to, whichever stickers you feel more drawn to. We're going to talk about these stickers as well. And what I feel like intuitively, what they're meaning to me. But before I get into that, I'm trying not to look at them because it's giving me messages here. Timestamps are down below, and yeah, I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. Okay, guys, so I'm going to just go ahead and say right off the bat, this reading, because I'm leaving it completely open, may tend to get a little weird. So just be aware of that. This is not like my normal readings, okay? Because I'm not like doing a certain subject here. I'm just leaving myself open here. And during my meditation, I'm going to go ahead and mention that there was a lot of chaos coming through. So I'm going to have to try to be a little bit selective here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to hear the messages the specific messages that need to come through for you guys, okay? So let's start with these stickers first, and then we're going to go ahead and do tarot. And then after tarot, I'm actually going to get or layer some oracles on top, okay? Okay, so if you chose the Beautiful Creature Tarot and these 2 stickers here, you have a sun and you have this sticker. This to me reminds me of a mouse or like I said, a guinea pig, but a hamster type person. What I get with these 2 stickers here is right off the bat immediately, and that's kind of why I covered them up, because I started to get downloads from your pile during the introduction. I feel like pile 1, I feel like recently you have came into some kind of new clarity that you didn't see before. This is going to be something that you've heard or something that someone told you, but it's something that has irritated you, okay? Something that has struck some anger within inside of you. It's definitely something that you're not happy about. And I feel like you haven't spoken this out to anyone. I feel like you haven't discussed this with anyone. For whatever reason, I feel like whatever it is that you came into some kind of clarity of has made you feel, okay, the word that's coming to mind is inadequate, but it's not the same meaning that I'm feeling. The feeling that I'm feeling is just small, like, which is inadequate, but inadequate's such a stronger word than what I'm feeling, okay? I don't think that you feel inadequate. I think it just makes you feel less than. Whatever clarity has somehow hindered your ability to see yourself in the same light, okay? And I do feel like this is pertaining to someone outside of yourself has brought this clarity to you that you have not discussed with this person, and you have not discussed it with anyone else around you. But you are upset about it. And it's almost like you're looking through and trying to figure it out mentally within yourself, within your head, and almost trying to calm down your emotions here before you bring it up. There's a problem with that, guys. Whenever you do that to yourself, really you think that you're trying to calm yourself down, but what you're actually doing is you're bottling that up. And what could happen here is if you bottle that up with inside of you, at some point it's going to come out in an unexpected way, in a way that you're not planning. And it's going to be abrupt, and it's going to be harsh, and it's not going to justify who you are. So you need to be very careful with that, okay? But we're gonna talk about it, okay? Okay, which is kind of funny, guys, because normally the sun, you know, is about, and tarot is about joy and positivity and all that stuff. But I didn't get any of this. As soon as that came out, all I could see was clarity. Some kind of clarity coming through, some kind of breakthrough coming through, some kind of something happened here. You found out something. You found out something that you were not happy about, okay? So, okay. And that's what we're going to talk about, okay? Apparently. Okay, so let's get some tarot. This was one of my most favorite decks that I ever bought in the beginning. And it used to be so pretty because the edges were all, you know, really shiny and all that. And then I used it too much. But it's also very big and it's kind of harder to shuffle. So if I shuffle kind of different, that's the reason, okay? Or if I pull cards kind of different, again, that's the reason here. But I'm not worried about the right cards coming out because that's part of what this is. You know, the cards will come out what need to come out. And I'll know and I'll feel it. So I'm not worried about that. Okay. Let's do. Okay. Okay, guys. What messages does Pile 1 need to hear? What messages does Pile 1 need to hear? Wow. This is crazy. Guys. Jesus has been really coming to me a lot lately. My kids actually go to a private school and they don't celebrate Halloween. They actually I know this sounds strange because of what I do. Guys, just, it's my life. It's a very good school. Very, very good school. But they celebrate All Saints Day and they all wanted to be Jesus this year. And I've been looking at costumes of Jesus and there he is just staring right at me. Okay, so anyway. So we have the 9 of Wands, guys. The 9 of Wands, guys, this is that courage that you're trying to find here with this clarity that you have recognized, this clarity that came to you here, okay? You have the Star in reverse, the 5 of Wands. Let's get some more. What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? The Queen of Cups. That's the Devil. Okay, guys. So we have Jesus and the devil on the table. Okay, so let's see what this Nine of Wands, let's clarify the Nine of Wands, please. Clarify the Nine of Wands, please. I do want to say, guys, on this Nine of Wands, look at the way that this girl is looking towards the sun. Just like the way that this hamster, or whatever it is looking towards the sun. And this card is a card about stamina. It's about courage and resilience. And it's like this is the energy that you're in, right? Okay, to clarify that, we have the full exploration. Because this is something that you've just explored. You just became knowledgeable about. Knowledgeable about. Well, that didn't want to come out. Why is the star in reverse? Why is the star in reverse? The High Priestess. Guys, we have some heavy cards out. Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? The Knight of Swords. Yeah. This person and this Knight of Swords energy here, guys, is the one that's causing all this conflict. Yep. This might pertain to some kind of competition that you feel. Where's the Queen of Cups here? Where's the Queen of Cups here? Spirit, would you clarify this Queen of Cups for me, please? For following, why is the Queen of Cups here? Clarify this Queen of Cups for me, please. Clarify the Queen of Cups for me, please. Clarify this. There it is. The paranormal. Curiosity. I think this is a special card in this deck. I'm going to have to get my book out to look. No, I'm not. They don't want me to do that. Oh. Okay. I don't need it. Why is Habit here? Why is the devil here for? Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here for? Spirit, what is the devil here for? The devil here. Why is the devil here? You do feel seriously wounded by whatever it was that you have found out here. Two cards came out. Wow, guys, there's our counterpart. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. To clarify the devil. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy. That's what we need to look at. The Hermit. Introspection. Transformation. Guys, wow. That's death. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to leave these out on the table. Just like so. Put these over here. Get one drink of my coffee here, guys. Sorry if y'all can see my coffee, but I'm trying to drink it while it's still kind of warm. Whatever it was, whatever clarity here that you've come into discovery of, has given you some kind of a drive to want to have a new beginning. Okay? It's given you some kind of idea in your head to say, okay, I kind of want a new beginning here, because whatever clarity that you came into here, and I feel like this has something to do with, okay, honestly, guys, I feel like this has something to do with a relationship, and I feel like you just found out that this person may be actually seeing or talking to someone else. And I feel like you're in this energy of not wanting to say anything to this person because I feel like you don't want to look like it bothers you. Because I don't think that you and this person are actually in a committed relationship with one another. And I feel like you don't want to push this person away by looking jealous. This is the energy that I'm feeling, guys. The other story that I got was this could actually be your spouse, or this could be someone that you are committed to, and you've just found out that they are in communication with someone else. How far that communication goes, I haven't figured that out yet. But I feel like you have some kind of wisdom that you're carrying around about this person that you're with, talking to someone else. And you see this other person as competition in some kind of way. But you haven't spoke up about this at all. And I feel like you are already in the process in your head to try to almost put yourself into a state of mind to where you're trying to transform your thoughts. You're trying to figure out what's the next step here in this situation. What's the next place I want to go in this situation? What's going to happen if I bring this up? How do I feel about this? Is this someone I want to be with? Am I going to leave this person? What am I going to do next? You know, if you're not with this person, then does this mean that this person's not the one for me? Does this mean that they don't care about me like I care about them? You know, you just have all these thoughts that are just going through your head. So your bottom of the deck energy here, you have the Hermit, which is that introspection that we just got done talking about. It's about going within, having that reflection, those thoughts that are processing in your head. And you have Death here, which is about two things I'm getting for you guys. Actually, three things. All of Death is here for you, okay? The thoughts that you're having in your head are about a death of this connection, your own personal rebirth in your life, and a transformation opportunity. Guys, I just heard this is actually a thought that may have possibly popped in your head, or a thought that hasn't popped in your head yet. If you have not told this person anything about the way that you feel, and you're afraid to mention this now that someone else has popped up in the picture, because you don't want to look jealous here. You don't want to have any kind of negative emotion towards this person, or to give this person any kind of incentive to where they don't want to be with you, okay? Which to me is you're not being your true authentic self in a way, but understand what the way that you're thinking here, okay? Something that popped in my head is it's very possible that this could be your opportunity to open up to this person about how you feel. Because of this jealousy that you feel, right? Because of this feeling, having this feeling, it's sparked up an awareness within inside of you about how you truly feel about this person. And there's a reason for that, okay? There's a reason for everything, but there's a reason for this coming up, this competition, and it's almost like Spirit's like pushing you to open up. If that's not your scenario and you are with this person and you found out this person is basically kind of messing around on you, talking to someone else, then this is your incentive. This is your inspiration for you to stand strong, for you to be able to recognize how independent you are, how strong you are, and how you're capable of transforming yourself, about having a rebirth, having a new life, being able to be who you truly are outside of this person. Now that scenario is standing out way more to me, guys, because of the cards that I'm seeing on the table, which I haven't even got to yet. But the reason is because of this courage to have a new beginning and this codependency here with this King of Cups in reverse. You are this Queen of Cups, which is about this curiosity that you feel towards what's going on with this other person. Okay, this is your counterpart here. I'm really narrowing in on that scenario because I feel like that's the one that someone needs to hear about the most. But you're definitely seeing this other person here in a much different light from what you used to. Now, whether that's because they're talking to someone else and you're jealous of that, if that's the case, I want to say it's hard that's hard, okay? Because to me, it's so funny how we have these emotions come up about another person in that sense, but that other person is not even aware of how you're feeling. So they're just over there trying to live their life, right? Even though they may not feel or know how you feel. So it's not like that person's doing anything intentionally to hurt you, but you're hurting because of your own inability to open up to this person. Now, I don't know why you're not opening up to this person. You could have very valid reasons. But whatever that is, you're in a state of where you're judging that person's actions, which is, I'm sorry, this may be triggering, but these are the messages I'm getting. It may be unfair for that person because you haven't opened up to them, okay? Now, in the other scenario, which is the heavy one, the one that's coming through the most, that's a harder one. That's a hard one, guys. I feel like either scenario here, you are in a position to where you have this wisdom that you've gained. And I feel like because of this wisdom that you've gained, you have completely lost hope of anything happening in the future here. Okay? You're losing faith that because of this wisdom that you've come to, things are not going to play out in your favor. Okay? So, another thing that's coming through here is that you need to find courage and strength in order to have your own new beginning here. Okay? Whether it's with this person that you need to open up to. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. You know, you don't have to open up to this person. Everybody's going to have different reasons for why they're not opening up to someone. You know, there's no telling what's going on in your life or what situation that you're in to where you cannot open up to this person in that way. This could be someone that you don't feel that you could ever be with. And by opening up to that person, it's only going to cause more pain. You know, there's one thing here, guys. When you open up to somebody about your feelings, you know, kudos to you. I do feel like that you should do that, because that way you're not always thinking what if. But when you also open up to someone with your feelings there, if that person is someone that you can possibly be with, or you cannot be in a committed relationship with if that's what you want, then if that person is actually reciprocating those feelings towards you, it's going to make that pain even that much harder. Because then what do you do? And there, like I'm saying, with that scenario, you know, there are cases to where you almost try to protect yourself from having more pain, even though that yearning is there of wanting to know, you know? That scenario is the same sense if this person is messing around on you, and this is a spouse or someone you're committed to. If so, and that person, guys, it's the same scenario. It's the same, not scenario, it's the same way of looking at it. If you bring this up to this person, it's like that makes it real, right? And I feel like that's like what I got from the stickers. I feel like that's why you feel like you're behind that wall, peering through the window, because you don't know how to handle this situation, and you're struggling with that. One of the reasons I feel like you're struggling here is because I feel like you recognize that there is some codependency here. And this right here, guys, is what Spirit's wanting you to break free from. If that's you and this is a spouse, you're definitely seeing this person in a whole new light, a whole new negative light. And this is something that you're breaking free from. That's, you may not have done that yet or have had that realization yet, but Spirit is really pushing that on you, and I feel like you know that. Okay. I pretty much already said what I see here in tarot, but I do want to focus in on a couple of things. With this Five of Wands, this is that competition, okay? This is that conflict with that competition here. Highly that I'm getting here, especially in this particular tarot. With the Knight of Swords here underneath, this is that energy of someone bringing you news, okay? News, harsh news. And this is what I'm getting from that rivalry. Okay? And I feel like you're comparing yourself to this other person. Too much so. Too much so. Okay, I'm not saying that. Sometimes I hear things in my head. I would never talk like that, guys. And I'm not going to talk like that. And I don't care if, I mean, you either like that or you don't, but I'm not going to, some of the stuff that I hear, I wouldn't possibly say. It's just some of the stuff that I hear. I have kids, you know, and one day they might watch this, and I don't want them to hear me talk like that. So I'm not going to put that out there. But I will try to just butter it up a little bit. If you want messages like that, let me tell you, there are some tarot readers out there that are very good at bringing messages like that. But I have to stay true to myself still at the same time. So, okay. So what I'm hearing is, this person doesn't have the courage to come to you and tell you how they feel about your relationship. And what I heard in my head was a little bit harsher way of putting that, like they don't have something to come to you and tell you. And sorry guys, I'm just trying to focus in on this card right here. There's a lot of stuff that I feel from this card. I'm trying to get exactly what messages they're trying to pull. Wow. Okay. This person that you have found out about that is that you feel in competition with could be someone that is actually pretty close to you. Okay. Wow. Okay. Like very close to you. Now that's only if you know who it is, okay? So don't be going in your head and being like, oh my gosh, this person's close to me. Like, who is this? If this is your story, you already are aware, okay? This isn't something that I'm just telling you and you're like, oh my gosh, they're cheating on me. That's not it. You are aware. You haven't told anybody. Maybe you told someone that's very close to you, but I don't get that a whole lot. I feel like you've kept this inside completely. Okay. So I do want to talk about this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups energy for me is a healing energy. And it's compassion. And I feel like this is directed towards yourself. With this paranormal and this curiosity here, I do feel like you're very intuitive, and I feel like you're already in the process of trying to understand this situation and how you can show yourself that compassion, how you can heal from it. And I feel like you're already, looking for guidance, obviously. But I mean, I feel like you're already searching for guidance of how to best approach the situation. And I feel like that's why one reason you haven't come out and said anything here. But you're definitely getting to see this person's other side, like a completely different side to this person that you haven't seen before. And it's a very negative side that you're getting to see. If you are in a committed relationship with this person. If you aren't, and this is someone that you just haven't opened up to, that you feel like's talking to someone else here, then, oh wow. Okay, so if that's your scenario, what I just heard in my head is that this person that you found out that they're talking to is very, very, very similar to you. And that's disturbing to you. Because then you're like, that person is so similar to how I am, how I look, how I dress, how I act, who I am. Does that mean that this person is interested in me? And if I opened up to this person, would they reciprocate that feeling? Like that's a scenario that just popped in my head, guys. Okay. But if this is you here, and this is someone that you're just interested in, you haven't opened up to here, then what I'm saying, or what I'm seeing, is you're just looking at this person negatively. Like I said before. Like, the King of Cups upright is very loving and very giving and very emotionally connected with himself. He's passionate and he's gentle. I mean, the King of Cups is a very good husband type figure for me, I feel. He's very, he's there for you and just a good friend, that's the King of Cups to me. But you're seeing this person almost like a missed opportunity, but it's in a negative light. Does that make sense? You're seeing this person as being withdrawn from you and their focus being on someone else. And that attachment that you felt towards this person is, you don't feel like they have that attachment towards you. That's all these negative feelings that you're feeling towards this person. But like I said, if you haven't opened up to this person, if you have opened up to this person, then it could be in that situation to where y'all just cannot be together. If you haven't opened up to this person, then this person isn't aware of any of that. And it's hard. You can't judge them so much when they're not even aware of how in-depth your feelings are for them. Okay, guys. So I'm going to get some oracles. Apparently we have two different kinds of scenarios going on in this situation. I know I've been using these a lot. These are awesome. I'm going to use them again just because I want to get some more in depth about what is happening here, okay? Just so I can get some, I just want to clarify. That's all. Real quick. And then we're going to get some oracles. Okay, guys. Whoop. Confusion is right. Did y'all see that? That is for sure. Okay, so let's see what this first card is about. Love. Feelings are real and true. A connection between lovers, a feeling of complete emotional happiness. This is that feeling of that you're feeling, okay? This is that feeling of having to have that. Two things here, guys. Not only having to have courage because you were in love with this person, you do love this person, but having to have courage, if it's the other way around, having to have that courage because you do have those feelings inside of you. And you do recognize the potential here with the Fool. Okay. So what about the Star Numbers and the Priestess? What about the Star Reverse and the Priestess? Friends. A meaningful connection is necessary in your time of need. Okay, guys. You know, we talked about that wisdom that you have, that you've gained, that is making you lose faith with the future of what's to come. I feel like two of the scenarios I'm getting here, if this is someone you haven't opened up to, then you feel as if friends are the only thing that y'all are capable of having a connection as. If it's the other scenario and this person is messing around on you, then this is an indicator that you need to reach out to friends. If you're in any kind of despair or you feel disconnected because of this situation, you need to reach out to a friend or friends, someone to help you to cope. Sometimes we are very strong. People are very strong. We are so capable of so much stuff, going through so much stuff. The resilience inside people are insane because we have to move on with our lives. And some things are much harder to get over than others. And everybody handles everything completely different. Everyone deserves someone that they can reach out to and just communicate. If you hold all that stuff inside of you, and I think I said something about this in the beginning I did. I talked about anger. I talked about frustration and holding all that inside of you, and then it coming out in a time when you're not able to really express it in the way that you choose or want to express it. And then later on, you feel guilty about that. That's going to happen if you don't open up to someone around you, if you don't express yourself to someone around you. Because there's even if you're writing it down in a journal, guys, even if you don't have anybody you want to discuss this with, if you write it down in a journal, you're getting it from within yourself out of yourself. And I know it sounds silly to some people, but it helps. God, boy, does it help. It helps so, so much. Haven't you ever had like someone that you had something happen with and you have to call somebody and you're like, I got to tell you what happened to me. And you go off on that person. Basically, you unload on them, which probably isn't okay. But still, it's because you've had all that bottled up. And then afterwards, that feeling of just like, oh my gosh. It's just like, thank you for listening to me because, man, I've been holding that in and it felt so good just to get all that out. That is the feeling that you need to have in this situation. You need to do that. You need to either write about it or you need to open up to someone about it so that you can get it from within inside yourself out. out, because that anger is destructive. It's very, very destructive. It leads to other things. It leads to anxiety. It leads to depression. It leads to grief. It leads to so much more negative things if you don't get it the hell out of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, sorry I went on a little rant there, but why is the power one? Okay. Yes. Wow. Okay. Letter. They are reaching out, or communication. News messages are coming soon. This right here, this is that energy of you finding something out about someone. This is it. This is what we talked about. This was a letter. This was a document. This was some kind of communication, message, something that you received from someone. This is just a clarifier for me that I was on the right track, to be honest. That this person was communicating with someone else. Someone else is in the picture here, okay? So why is the Queen of Cups in the paranormal here? Why is the Queen of Cups in the paranormal here? Why is the Queen of Cups in the paranormal here? What's this about? Why is the Queen of Cups in the paranormal here? What is this about? What's this about? Happiness. Positive. Wow. Wow. Oh. Positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. Guys, with paranormal being here and the Queen of Cups, what this is saying to me is that this is a message from Spirit to say that your angels, you are protected, okay? Your angels are around you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to put some positive energy completely around you and help you to understand that no matter what is going on in the situation as it is right now, a favorable outcome is assured for you. Pertaining to yourself, whatever is going on with this person, whether this is someone that you're committed to or this is someone that you are not committed to, a favorable outcome is assured for you. And your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're surrounding you, trying to surround you with positive energy right now. If you were curious about that, this is a message that's meant for you to hear, okay? They're saying that you cannot see the outcome because of all the static that's contained inside of yourself right now over the situation. But there is going to be a positive outcome in the end of it. And there's a reason that you have to go through all of this and you won't see it. You can't see it right now because of all the fog, all the static that's in your head. But you will see it. Eventually, you will look back and you will be even thankful for it. They want to remind you of this. No matter how hard it is, there's a reason that this has to take place. Okay? Now, if this is someone that you haven't opened up to yet, we've kind of already talked about the reason that this has to take place here is it's very possible for you to have to reflect on those feelings so that you are understanding the depth of the emotion there for this person and how far that can go or how far you want to take that. Okay? Like an incentive for you to push you towards possibly opening up to this person so that you can be free from the feelings that you feel for this person, whether they're reciprocated or not. Okay? Right now, it's like you're in this limbo, and this is somebody else coming into the picture is making it 10 times harder. But there's a reason for that, because they're pushing you. With that 9 of Wands, they're pushing you to have some kind of new beginning here. So that you're able to say, okay, this is something, so you're just pushed out of that limbo of not knowing whether you should do this or not do this or which way to go. You know what I mean? You always have to have some kind of incentive there to open up. If you can't find the strength, Spirit will push you along. Wheel of Luck. Again, a reminder. Both scenarios, guys. All things are aligned in your favor. Luck is on your side. I'm glad I pulled these. The bottom of the deck says soulmate. A connection from your past life has emerged. Embrace this connection. And deception. Things are not as they seem. Watch out for dishonesty. Stress is under that. The situation is causing stress and anxiety. Yeah. Just out of curiosity. Healing. Time for reflection. The Hermit is about reflection. Prayers will help in this situation. Spiritual. Traditional values or spiritual lessons need to be learned, guys. This is everything we've been talking about. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards on top of this here. And I'm going to use this. This is the Alice in Wonderland oracles, I think. So, these ones I was called to use for you guys. So I'm curious what cards come out that are going to apply to this. They're really pushing the fact that you need to remember that never forget you're never alone. You always have your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors watching over you, the divine watching over you. And luck is on your side here. You need to go through this. There's some lessons that you need to go through. I know we hate hearing that, but you're going to find so much, strength when it comes to this. Let's see what we got here, because those just flew right out, didn't they? I knew these messages were in here for you. Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. Yeah, this is that transformation energy, guys. This is you being able to completely transform, like I said, your authentic self. This is you being in that energy of saying, okay, this is an opportunity for me to have a new beginning here, or for me to transform what I want here. What do I want? Who do I want to become? This is the number 12, which adds up to the number 3, which is about growth. And I feel like, again, this is something that you need to go through. This is a process you need to go through. This experience in your life is something that you have to work yourself through so that you can transform yourself and become more of your authentic self. In both situations, if you're recognizing the dependency that you have on this other person that is messing around on you here, this is where you gather your strength and your courage, your endurance. Know who you are. Know what you're not going to put up with. Stand in that power. You have the capability of completely transforming yourself and having a new beginning here. Taking a road that's completely different from what you're used to, but something that is much desired for you. If that isn't your case, and this is someone here, again, this is an opportunity for you to transform and open up to this person and quit letting fear hinder your ability to be vulnerable, right? It's so crazy how fear affects us. I know I did a reading not too long ago about fear, particularly because Spirit always lays like certain words on me, certain emotions especially. And fear is so hindering on so many things, so many choices that we make. if that wasn't there, right? Think about it. If fear wasn't there, what would you do? What would you go for? What would you want? You know? Like if fear wasn't a part of it, if it wasn't in the scenario, you would have probably already talked to this person. You know? You would have probably already went through that. Think about that. This is an opportunity here for you to stand in your power and just to be authentic. And if you are authentic and this person turns you down, then you don't have to linger in that limbo anymore of what if, right? Use that strength, strength, strength. It's all about strength. It's all about what you're capable of, and you're capable of so much more than what you give yourself credit for. I can tell you that right now. Such a curious dream. Grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. This is just saying, this is also the number 9 if you add it together. And it's also the number 1 if you reduce it down, which is about new beginnings and opportunities. The number 9, again, that 9 of Wands there. Guys, same thing you're getting here. That 9 of Wands and that Fool. Having that resilience to push past, having that courage to push forward and for a new beginning. Same message I'm getting with this card here. What do you dream about? What do you want? What are your goals? What's holding you back from that? Is it this person that's not treating you right? You know? Is it that fear that's holding you back? What do you want? Number 18. No need to fear. No freaking way. Remember how powerful you are. Yes, thank you. And this is the number 9, guys. This is the number 9. We just got done talking about having that, you know, resilience and courage and pushing past. The number 9 is so close to the number 10. Let's just look at it on a scale, okay? 1 to 10. You're at 9. What are you going to do? Are you going to fall back? Or are you going to push forward with that courage and strength and complete in that cycle and have a renewal, a new beginning? Because the new beginning is there, right? You just have to take that new beginning. You just have to find your strength. Don't let fear get in the way. Remember how powerful you are. You are. You have to be you have to revert back to that, your strength and your power. Don't ever feel like you're not capable or you can't do something. You always, always, always are capable. You're always able to do whatever it is. People are, there's so much that we get through. So many things that we get through. We're so resilient, and you are too. Everyone is. We're very capable. This is the number 32. It says, belong to your own dream, create your own life. Then number 32, it adds up to 5, which is about change. It's also a reflection of that conflict that you're feeling. Change that. Once again, have that new beginning, right? The potential for that new beginning is so there for you. I mean, look at the cards that came out for you guys. Choose who you will become. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Be able to dream what you want in life. Go for it. Go as far as you want. It's a dream. It's a dream. There are no boundaries when it comes to your dreams. There's nothing there holding you back when it comes to your dreams. You can dream of whatever you want. Don't let fear hold you back from it. Remember how powerful you are. There's no need to fear anything here because positive energy surrounds you and a favorable outcome is assured. Not a favorable outcome is possible. A favorable outcome is assured, right? All things align in your favor. Luck is on your side. What do you want? What do you want to change in your life? How do you want your life to look? You know, a year from now, 5 years from now. You have the capability of dreaming up your own life, creating that. Okay? Okay, so I want to close this out by getting a card, but I'm not sure which one to get. So let me think here for a second. Tune in. Okay. I'm gonna get, nope, okay. Actually, what do you want me to get here? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Just one second. I have to find the one I'm thinking in my head here. Okay. So I'm going to use the one, this is called the Super Attractor by Gabriella Bernstein. She makes a lot of oracle cards that are awesome. She also writes a lot of books too that are also awesome. Okay, so let's see what comes out of this. Very curious here. I want to leave you with something good, you know, some kind of really good way to close this out. This was the first deck that my eyes were just drawn to, so there's hopefully a really awesome message here for you. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Can we give Pile 1 some closing advice, please? Closing advice for Pile 1. Okay. 2 cards came out. No. 3. No. 2. Nope. 3. Yeah. Okay. True manifestations are powered by source. Oh, I'm sorry. Are powered by service and love. Okay. So, what I heard here in this is that you need to be able to love yourself and do yourself a service here by playing out the dreams that you were meant for and not holding yourself back. You know, you only got one life to live here. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Again, another card of being aligned and basically to not worry because a favorable outcome is assured here. It's good to feel good. Yeah. This is that energy of you getting your star back. Okay? What I mean by that is the star that was in reverse here in the tarot. You need to get that back. You need to get your star back. Sorry, there's something here. You need to get that star back. You need to turn it around. You need to have new wishes, okay? New hopes, new dreams, new opportunities. That's what's going to make you feel good. Doing something for yourself. Showing yourself a service. Showing yourself love. Stop worrying about the future. It's all going to be okay. Think about where you are in this moment and what you can do for yourself in this moment. Okay. What message do you want to give Pile 1 Spirit? What message do you want to leave with Pile 1 Spirit? What message? Okay. Steady. This came out the other day in a reading. Okay. study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So something's here that Spirit's wanting you to expand on. This could be an idea that you've already had, but something here is going to be part of this transformation, this new life, this new beginning, this new perspective that you're going to experience here, okay? From this situation that's taking place. There's something here that you've been wanting to study or wanting to become more knowledgeable about. And this is something that Spirit's pushing you towards, because this is something that is purposeful and this is something that you are meant to be doing, that you have actually put on the back burner for a while. And this is going to be part of your transformation. This is going to be part of your renewal within yourself. And it's going to bring a lot of abundance. It's going to bring a lot of joy into your life. And this is again an indicator that Spirit's saying, you may not be able to see exactly why this is taking place here through all the hurt and the pain that you're experiencing, but there is a reason for it. And this is another way of them explaining to you, this is part of the reason as well, because you're meant for more. There's more there, okay? There's more there that you're supposed to be doing that you're not. And they're trying to help you by leading you in the right direction. They'll take away what doesn't serve you. You know, they'll take away, if you have a purpose that you need to be fulfilling in this lifetime, and something is hindering you or something is holding you back, they're waving a red flag to you right now that you need to express yourself, or you need to find your strength to move on so that you can fulfill what your purpose is. That's what I'm getting from this, guys. Okay. Whew. That was a good one. I like that reading. I just saw, wow, 10, 10, 10 on the timer, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever saw 10, 10, 10 on the timer like that. Wow. Okay. 10 is the number of completion, new beginnings, being on the right track. Okay? Okay, guys. Whew. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Good luck to you on your journey, on your path that you're taking here. Hang in there. I feel like good things are coming to you. And I feel like you're also surrounded by love and support and positive energies. Even if you can't see those energies, they're there. Favorable outcome, guys. You're on that wheel, that good wheel of fortune. And good things will be coming to you, okay? Think about that in this situation. Okay, I'm going to leave you there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, by the way, for your subscribes and your likes and your comments and all that stuff, guys. It helps to keep me motivated, keep doing this for you. And I hope it resonated, and I hope it helped you in some kind of way. And I hope to see you again. Thanks. Bye. Hey, pal, too. Okay, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and start talking right off the bat because I immediately started to get downloads as soon as I got out of my meditation. So, okay, so y'all sticker, guys. As soon as I opened my eyes out of my meditation, when I looked down and saw your sticker, if you can kind of tell on the camera, maybe you can't, but there's gold here, and the backdrop here is actually a darker green, but as soon as I opened my eyes from the meditation, it just looked black to me. And what I heard in my head here is that I feel like you guys are trying to get over something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, guys. 7, 8, 9. Okay. I feel like you guys were feeling as if y'all were nearing some sort of commitment with someone. And that commitment hasn't been fulfilled. But it's like y'all are at an intense point of this commitment here. This may be possibly something that you're still actually in, that you're questioning, but it's a commitment that has not been filled. I do feel like that you yourself have made the choice of this person. You choose this person. But you haven't received any kind of commitment from this person of whether or not they choose you. You feel like all of your things align with this person. But this person has not given you any kind of incentive that they feel that same way, or that they have any intentions on committing to you in any way. And I feel like, Pile 2, that you are trying to mask over these and only focus on the goodness that's in this person and the goodness that comes from this connection. But I also feel that this person, you recognize, they still have a lot of shadow work that they need to be implementing in their life and working on and moving past. I also feel as if you too have shadow work left, but it's things that you haven't recognized until this person came along. And now you're seeing all that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. You've overcome a lot of that shadow self there, guys. A lot of that, all those unhealthy attachments that you've carried around, any kind of obsessions that you've carried around. You've overcome a lot. But this person is highlighting some of these that you've managed to let kind of slip through the seams. Okay. Also, I have to say, with this being a leaf, and there being both golden and green here, I feel like you're stuck in between with this person in your mind. I feel like you're stuck in between wanting to grow with this person or wanting to grow out of this person. But I do feel like that you have definitely fallen for this person. Okay, guys. There's something specific that Spirit's wanting me to do with you that I didn't do with Pile 1. I know all these are going to be different because, like I said, this is everybody's different scenarios here. Instead of starting with tarot here, they're wanting me to start with these. These are the Sacred Forest Oracles. And so y'all know, obviously, I read your sticker here, and y'all know right off the bat if this is your pile, if this is what you need to hear or not. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull 3 of these cards plus the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to read them intuitively and see what comes up from that, and then we'll get some tarot to get more in depth here, okay? I'm not talking as much in this reading, guys, because I'm really trying to tune into the energy that I'm feeling and describing that. I feel like y'all are like, okay. I feel like you guys, I just had this vision in my head of when I thought of you being in a hopeful energy, but it's like your toes are just hanging out the door there, right? They're just like trying to creep out the door there. And that was what I envisioned in my head, is someone with their toes creeping out the door. And I feel like that's the part of you that just doesn't, you're worried about what it is going to do to yourself if you maintain this connection without having any kind of awareness or awareness of commitment in a way. Okay. Which is good, because you need to be thinking about yourself. You know, you're already looking at this, I feel, in the right direction. You're already focused on your own needs, and that's where you need to start. That's a good place that you're in. I don't feel like you've always been there, though. I feel like you've overcome a lot when it comes to this connection here. These cards are trying to fly out at me. What can you tell Pile 2? What does Pile 2 need to know, Spirit? Show me the right cards I need to see, please. What does Pile 2 need to know? What does Pile 2 need to know, Spirit? Show me. What does Pile 2 need to know, Spirit? Show me the cards that I need to see here. What does Pile 2 need to know, Spirit? Show me the cards that I need to see, please. What does Pile 2 need to know? Okay, they want me to turn over one at a time, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck energy. No, they want me to look at the bottom of the deck energy now. Storm Spirit, Chaos. Storm Spirit. This is the number 42, which is the number 6, which is the same number I got from these right here. When I counted, numbers are very significant to me. And whenever I counted, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold leaves that are solid. There's 3 leaves on here that are not solid. That's the commitment that you're not receiving. The number 6 here is significant because 6 is the number of, in tarot, it's the lovers. That's why I said that I feel like you've already made a choice that you do love this person, is what I wanted to say. Storm Spirit. Chaos. Again, guys, let me show you the significance and the synchronicities that are taking place here in your reading. If you notice this leaf, like I said, it's got the green in the background with the gold here. I want y'all to look at this picture. Do you see these green leaves, the green of here, and then the gold, where the forest changes color? Crazy, isn't it? Okay. What I'm getting from this overall Storm Spirit, Chaos, and the number 6 being the lovers, it's also about healing. 2 things I got from this card right here. Number 1, Spirit is sending you a storm intentionally here. They're wanting to disturb your peace of mind when it comes to this person. They're wanting you to question things. They're wanting your mind to go to that place. Because there is some things there, like I said before, that this person is bringing out in you weren't aware of before. There's healing work that's there waiting to be done. And I feel like you already are doing that. I don't think that you're realizing that you're doing it. Now my ear's ringing. So what's taking place with you is you're actually because of whatever this person brings out in you, whenever they do bring this chaos out in you, what's taking place is that you are changing, you're growing from that. Okay, let me just explain what I'm feeling here, okay? So if you take something that somebody's doing to you that hurts you, okay, every time that person does X, Y, and Z, and I'm not talking about, guys, let me be more specific here, because I am not talking about any kind of abuse, whether that is verbal abuse, physical abuse, in any which way whatsoever, mental abuse, anything. I don't condone that. I've been in relationships like that, and it's definitely something that you need to get out of, okay? I am coming from a different place here. I'm talking about little things that this person is doing that is big to you. For instance, disappearing, not communicating with you. Not talking to you, not being open to you. Things like this that are triggering for you, okay? And it's like every time this person does something like that, the pain is instant, right? The pain is there immediately, like this chaos and this storm, like this lightning bolt that he's holding in his hand. It's like, here it comes, that lightning bolt, just right there in the heart. And it just hits you. That's your trigger, okay? And what you used to do is just be very sad about that in that moment. You just used to be very, very sad. And you would just stay in this sad energy for a long period of time. But what you're beginning to do now is, this is the part you aren't seeing, is that you're actually growing out of that. Every time this person triggers you, you're able to more quickly refocus your energy and take care of yourself in that moment. You're able to, in your mind, say, okay, let me have empathy for this person. Let me put my perspective here to the side, and let me look at their perspective and where they're coming from. They're not expressing things to me in the same way. They're not feeling the same way that I am. They have their own personal things that they're taking care of and going through in their life. And you are already like able to change your mindset there to where it changes that pain around, and you're able to then refocus all that energy back to self. And I don't know that you're actually aware that you're doing this, but I feel like over a period of time, and I don't know how long this person has been in your life, I feel like it's been a while now, but over a period of time, you're becoming more capable and more capable and more capable of refocusing that energy to self and not letting that pain control, or not letting that pain take over. Controlling this chaos, right? Underneath that, you have power, the dragon. Do you see in this picture? This is the number 11 as well. This is a choice, right? This is the right path that you're on. You're going somewhere with this. You're growing from this. It's like this forest here. And it's green here. And in the fall, you know, the trees fall, the leaves fall. Not the trees, but the leaves fall. And once again comes spring and they'll turn green. This is what's happening with you in this situation with this person. This is what's happening with, because of this person, this is what's happening with you internally. You're growing more and more. Before long, this whole forest is going to be green, right? And your spirit guides are here, and they just keep on triggering you because they know what's going on internally within you. They know that you have the power and ability to get past this. They're helping you grow here. And they're like, you know, wow, they did it. Their strength is for their compassion for their self here is just increasing more and more. Pretty soon, they're not going to be triggered at all with this person, and they're going to just know their self and know their worth and know those insecurities won't be there as much. They're not going to experience that heartbreak like they used to every single time this person took a step back from them. You're just becoming stronger and stronger. Like this girl here is laying here, right? She has this big ball of light right here, close to her heart. And this dragon is here, showing his power. This power comes from the light. The dragon is also about that protection. You are protected here, right? You're learning how to protect yourself in a logical way, in a mindset way. I hope this makes sense, because this is pretty deep here. Okay, I want to get into these cards now. Okay. Spirit guardian of winter, retreat. Yes. You are discovering the ability to retreat, to say, okay, you're learning all about give and take right now. You're learning how to equally give to yourself the way that you give to others. You know, give and take, and that can be so many different ways. But what's happening internally with you is that you are the type of person that gives and gives and gives and gives and gives, probably overly so. And there's things that go on behind that. You know, sometimes we overly give in that way because we want to receive something from somebody. It makes us feel validated. It gives us the stuff that we don't feel we could give to ourselves. But all that's doing there is you're putting these expectations for that person to give back to you the way you've given to them. And that person might not be capable of being able to do that for you. You know, they don't have the same generous mindset that you do. And they have valid reasons for that. You know, they're a different person than you are. And you're figuring out that there's a reason there's not an equal give and take there. You're taking your power back away from that. And you're learning to just retreat from that. Give to yourself. Right? When you are in this globe here, you're isolating yourself, right? But you're in this cabin and you're warm and cozy in this cabin. Even though it's cold around you, you know who you truly are on the inside. And you know you mean good and you mean well. And you know that nothing's going to hurt you, nothing's going to harm you. Because you mean well, because you're coming from a good place here. You have this fire and warmth inside of you. I do feel like, it's like what I'm getting from this is just that you can protect yourself. It's like you're figuring out how to put not a wall up, but you're recognizing what your boundaries are here. And you're not even realizing that you're doing it. You know? You're figuring out what your boundaries are. And you're like, I know that these people want to be cold to me. They're going to be cold to me, then that's fine. But I'm going to be in my cabin. I'm going to be nice and warm and cozy right here. Right there in my heart. Because I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my strength and what I deserve. And you're reverting back to this here. You're putting yourself on a pedestal. which is exactly where you need to be. You need to treat yourself in that way. You know, everybody should treat themselves that way. It's a huge reflection when you see someone that's treating themselves negatively, negative self-talk, negative, just not treating themselves right, not taking care of themselves well. It's a reflection of how they feel about themselves on the inside. You're figuring this out. This is also the number 11, which makes me revert back to this number 11, where it brings that idea of power, right? Of power. It's a master number, the number 11. This is a skill that you're starting to master, and it's a funny feeling because it's like you don't even know you're doing it. You don't even recognize that you're doing that. Raven spirit, truth. This is the number 32 and the number 5, which is about that change. Okay. This person that you're dealing with here, you're in this mindset to where you're trying to gain a higher perspective of, like I said, empathy towards this person. You're trying to gain what their perspective is outside of the way that you're seeing it through your eyes. And that's really hard to do. A lot of us say that we do that, like everybody says, I understand. Don't you hate hearing that? I hate hearing that because you just want to say, no, you don't. I mean, you aren't walking in my shoes. You don't know the things I've experienced. You don't know how I feel. You're different than I am. And most of us are all different, and it's like, you don't understand. I mean, I think people say that because they feel like it's comforting, but it really isn't comforting. Sometimes it really is triggering, to be honest with you. I mean, it doesn't trigger me anymore like it used to because I've healed past that, and I kind of understand that that's what people are doing when they say things like that. They're just, or they'll say, I haven't been there, but I understand, and it's just like with empathy, you're taking basically your perspective of everything and you're putting that to the side and you're looking at their perspective through their shoes completely. Now, this is a lot easier, I feel, for empaths that can feel all those energies and understand things in a completely different energetic level. But, I'm still learning about all this kind of stuff. So what I'm feeling, though, is that you're able to, like, you're wanting to see that. And this is one of the things that's helping you not be triggered anymore and helping you to settle that pain when you do feel that pain start to sink in. When those tears start to come up, when your heart just starts to ache. Instead of sitting in that for so long. It's like when that happened before, you would sit in it for days. And now you immediately think, okay, what's this? Is the truth of this situation? Let me look at their perspective. Let me see where they're coming from. Let me put my head, my mind into their shoes for a minute before I start letting my heart run away with itself with heartache. Let me just do that for a second, see what happens. And this is what's happening with you here. And this is a change that you've just recently come into that's helping you grow. You're rising above that conflict inside of yourself. Right? You can't look towards this person for all your needs. And if they're not doing that thing exactly like you wanted them to do or that you expected them to do, then you start feeling that sadness. That's only you doing that to yourself That person's not doing that to you. That person has their own thought process, their own things that they're going through, that they're trying to cope with, right? And you're starting to figure that out. Like, you're starting to like connect those dots. I'm gonna move these over a little bit because I just realized that y'all can't see them very well. And you're achieving this. Look, she has her crown on, guys. You have your crown on. You're figuring this out. You're figuring this out. I'm happy for you. I mean, I'm like you're starting to like, you're growing, really growing here. Look, there's 3 branches here, guys. That's about growth. You're activating a new part of your mind, of what you're capable of here. Okay, let's see what this is. Ancient oak spirit, strength, guys. Yeah. This is the number 2. Well, one of the things that you're not seeing here in the background, that's what's taking place here, is that by doing this, by really loving yourself and taking care of your own needs and yourself, what you're doing here is you're strengthening the bond of this connection. Something that you're not seeing. This is something that you aren't exactly aware that you're doing this. I do feel like you are nervous about being in this energy because you don't want this person to feel as if you've neglected them in any kind of way. But that's coming from you feeling like people do that to you, or how you would feel. This is what it's actually doing here, is that it's actually, by you giving this person that perspective and that strength there, you're actually strengthening the bond of this connection. I'm sorry, guys. Wait just 1 second. Sorry, guys. There was a power outage at school today, so my little one of mine, are home. So, yeah, so he's being kind of loud. Okay. So, something else I wanted to say about this, though, is that this door here is you can't probably can't tell in there, but it's cracked open. And this being the number 2, which is about partnerships and balance. What's happening here? Oh, holy cow, guys. I really don't think that y'all can see this because it's just little beauty. But there's a yin yang symbol that's right here above this door, which is duality, that balance. You're starting to really understand like the concept of someone else's perspective, someone else's situation, someone else's life experiences, and you're not holding that against them. You're not holding what you're not getting your needs met against them. Like, you're really starting to figure this out, and it's causing tremendous amounts of strength here. This is almost like, guys, I want to say this, and this might not go with everybody, but if this is like an ancestral pattern, you're breaking that. You are breaking that pattern. That mindset to where someone else is supposed to be there to fill your needs, and those aren't met within yourself. You're breaking that pattern. It's codependency, guys. You're breaking it. You're not as in that codependency energy as you know, the ones before you. What you were taught, probably. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Very anxious here about tarot. I know that y'all probably want me to try to see what's going on with this person, but I'm just going to do tarot and see just what comes out in the cards, okay? And I'm just going to read them intuitively, whatever I see in the cards, I'll tell you. I'm not putting any kind of expectation on this. I'm just, or any kind of specific question here. I'm just going to lay it out, lay the cards out on the table, okay? Let's see what happens. These cards are pretty stiff. I don't use them very often. It's because I used to take like a set of cards to bed with me, and I would just practice, you know, in there, and then my cards would be pretty more flexible, not so hard. But I've been buying so many cards lately, like new cards, that I haven't been able to do that because I can't stop buying new cards. I love all the different cards and the, you know, I read intuitively too, so my gosh, the whatever. The work that they put into them is so pretty. Actually have somebody that has sent me some things of their work. It's awesome, awesome, amazingly awesome. I want to try to write some stuff for her, which I have, but one of these days, maybe I'll get some of my own oracles out. Okay, seems like, you know, we always have the best expectations of things, and then life happens. Especially when you have all kinds of stuff going on around you. Okay, so let's see. Pile 2. Okay, Spirit. What does pile 2 need to know? What does pile 2 need to know? Show me the cards that I need to see for pile 2, please. 4 of Wands. Which is so funny because it's right underneath this retreat, and the 4 of Wands is about having that rest, right? And then you have the 2 of Wands. What does pile 2 need to see? Show me the cards I need to see for pile 2, please. Show me the cards I need to see for pile 2, please. The 8 of Wands. Wow. The 8 of Daggers, which is the 8 of Swords. Oh, guys, this is the 4 of Wands. This is not the 4 of Swords. I said the 4 of Wands, but I was thinking the 4 of Swords because these kind of look like swords. These are Wands. This is the 4 of Wands. Okay, this isn't going to be for everybody, but I have to say what I hear, so... If you're anticipating some sort of kind of union with this person, it's very possible this could take place around wintertime. Wherever you are for you. Could take place around wintertime here. We have the Wheel. I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers, but I'm going to move some of this up here. Okay. What is the 4 of... Okay. The Ace of Swords. Oh, man. Okay. Why is the 2 of Wands here? 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 The 2 of Cups. You are going to have a new opportunity here. There's going to be some kind of breakthrough here when it comes to a union with this person. Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody. Okay. Let me keep going and then I'll tell you what I'm seeing here. 8 of Cups. 2 cards came out with that. The 9. Wow. Wow. 2 8s and 2 9s here, guys. And 2 2s. We'll talk about that in a second too as well. So to clarify the 8 of Cups, you have the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Crystals. Wow. Okay guys, this person is in an energy of, it's almost like this person wants to step outside of their comfort zone and move towards you in some kind of partnership here, because they have anxiety about you being very independent. Okay. But we're going to keep going here, okay? They're afraid that you're going to let go of them in some kind of way. Why is the 8 of Daggers here? What is the 8 of Swords here? Wow. Wow. To clarify the 8 of Swords, you have the 7 of Swords and Death. I'm getting lots of stuff here, guys, but let me go ahead and finish out this clarifiers real quick. Why is the wheel here? What's the wheel here for Spirit? What is the wheel here? Clarify the wheel for me. Clarify the wheel for me, please. Clarify the wheel for me. What's the wheel here? Clarify the wheel for me, please. What's the wheel here? I'm going to take that. So to clarify the wheel here, you have, wow. You have the Chariot and the High Priestess. What is going to take place here between you and this person, guys, is it's coming. I feel like you already intuitively understand and know this, though. I feel like you already understand that it's going to take some time. I feel like you know this. I feel like you're not, I feel like you aren't trusting it. The bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups in reverse, and underneath that you have the 10 of Crystals, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and Justice is under that. And the King of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, guys. Wow. You know intuitively that justice is going to have to take place in this connection with this person at some point, okay? We've already talked about how far you've come in this connection and where you're headed and what all you've learned and where you've moved from where you were to where you are now, and how that's strengthening this connection, strengthening this bond here. The 5 of Cups in reverse is the bottom of the deck energy. When the 5 of Cups is in reverse, it's like you don't want to let go, or you're not going to let go. That's what it is. You're not going to let go of wanting to have everything with this person. With the 10 of Crystals, the 10 of Pentacles, you're not letting go of wanting it all with this person. The thought, okay? The thought of having this legacy with this person, prosperity with this person, a grounded abundance with this person. You're not letting this go. You feel like that's going to be part of your justice. That's your dream, you know? But I feel like one of the reasons that you're not is because you already intuitively know this. And I'm going to explain. Let's go back here to the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This to me is a future energy, but the 4 of Wands is about, okay, it's about that union. This is what I'm getting from your spread. It's about union. It's about you connecting with this person. You having this reuniting with this person. You having this harmonious connection with this person, this commitment, this whatever it is, but you and this person coming together here. You have the Ace of Daggers to clarify that, because I feel like you're having this, like I kind of talked about with the oracles, you're having like this mental clarity here, this new like mental breakthrough here, that about this union, about what it means to you. And it's almost like you're also experiencing this within yourself, which is where it starts. I feel like you're having this this breakthrough of union starting within yourself. Like you're figuring this out. We kind of talked about these with the oracles and the way that you're capable now of really seeing that empathy, that higher perspective or whatever it is with that person. Like you're being able to use this chaos and change it to better yourself, right? You're figuring this out here. So then you have the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. You're planning for the future partnership with this person. And I feel like this person's also planning the same, because these people, they're looking right at each other. You both want the same thing in this connection, okay? You're both wanting to step outside of your comfort zone. You're both wanting this partnership with one another. You see each other, you see the connection, you recognize the connection. That's why there's 2 2s here. You also have the number 2 here with strength, when I talked about the bond strengthening with this connection. You and this person are strengthening. This is also about y'all making a decision with one another and balancing things out here. Like an equal flow of energy to one another. Now, the middle of your spread here, you have, and this is something that I feel like is changing for you, but I don't know that it's changing so much yet for this person, because if you remember, we talked about your sticker in the beginning and how this person has a lot of shadows they're still working through. This 8 of Cups here, it talks about, releasing or letting go, walking away from a situation here, but not wanting to walk away from it. That's why she has her head down like she does. She's disappointed, but she has to walk away. She has to move away from it. You have the 9 of Swords to clarify, which is about those fears and anxieties, all those thoughts coming up in your head constantly that you're thinking about. Every sword is for a different negative thought there that's causing you that pain, which we talked about. You're already walking away from feeling that, releasing that. You're releasing this negativity, this anxiety, this fear. You're releasing all this fear. But it's in your subconscious mind. It's like I kept trying to say, I don't feel like you're even aware of this. You have the 9 of Crystals, which is what you're moving into here. The 9 of Crystals, the 9 of Pentacles, your abundance, you're independently abundant here. Your independence when it comes to like your manifestation and all that. Whatever your home, your material stuff, your physical, you're like, I have to let whatever expectation here it is with this person, even though I don't want to, I have to let this go because it's causing me this stress and anxiety and all this fear. I need to step into this power of my independence here, having everything I need within inside myself. You're changing that. And on this person's part as well, this is what they're fearful of. And it's funny because it's like, this is what you're doing, but this is what they're fearful of you doing. But you're doing it. But you're doing it. You're not doing it to cause this person any kind of pain or anything like that. It's just you're taking care of yourself here. And this person's not there yet. They still have all these shadows that they're still working on. You've went past that. You're going past that point. you're past fear. You're moving past fear. You're recognizing your worth. This person's afraid of you walking away from them. This person's afraid of you letting them go. Okay, I just heard something. Okay, so you know how, like I said in the beginning, this person does these things to you that triggers you. Like they take, you don't hear from them for days, or all that kind of stuff. The reason this person does that kind of stuff, it's about control. And I don't know that this person is aware that that's what they're doing. But it may be unconscious, but they're actually, by doing that, it's how they gain their control. And I don't mean this in a negative way at all. It's just how they protect themselves. How they know that they can keep you along, because you're always going to come back. You're always going to come back for more. Because if they leave you hanging, they feel like, up until this point, you've always came back. Or with you, leaving you lingering in this limbo type. I think I mentioned this in a reading before. It might have been pile 1, but leaving you in this limbo type energy is how they have control over you not letting them go, you not walking away from them. It's kind of, without giving you anything, you're always searching for something. That's the way they feel. If they give you little bits, if they give you breadcrumbs, they can actually leave a trail back to them every time. They give you a little bit, and then they stop. And then they give you a little bit, and then they stop. And that's how they keep you coming in, right? That's that control. It's there to protect themselves. Because they're not capable of trusting that you won't abandon them. So they kind of do that. They kind of just keep you, like, they keep breadcrumbing you, because they know that you're going to follow those breadcrumbs. And it's like you're figuring this out, and you're looking at it in a whole new way. And you're like, I have to retreat here. I have to take care of myself. Okay, so let's talk about this 8 of Daggers here. This is that negative mindset, those negative thoughts here. You're transforming this. And like I said before, a million times here, I'm going to say it again. You don't even realize you're doing it. You don't even realize that you're doing it. You're more advanced than what you think you are. I mean, but you feel helpless, or you used to feel helpless in this negative mindset here. You used to feel stuck in this energy, like I'm just stuck. But with the 7 of Swords, it's like, this is that strategic energy, right? This is that deception. Deception of what? Deception of the death, the transformation that you're not seeing. You're transforming this helpless energy. You're changing. This helpless energy is dying out. It's gone. But it's behind you. You can't, it's deceiving you. You can't see it, but it is gone. It's transforming. Does that make sense? And in this person's case, and I don't know why I'm reading this tarot, it's like I'm reading their sense of it and your sense of it, because I feel like you're in the same kind of energy, but you're in different spots. But I can read the cards this person's seeing, and I can read it what you're seeing. It's very strange. But this person feels as if they're helpless when it comes to this connection, and they have to be strategic here because they're afraid of this death. They're afraid of this connection transforming into something that that you're going to be like this. You're going to put your hand up here and you're going to say, no, I don't want these two. I don't want this partnership. I don't want this. I've got my bouquet right here full of it. I don't need that. And that's what they're afraid of. And they feel helpless. That's their negative mindset. It's actually their triggers. But I don't know if this person's recognizing it. I don't know if they're capable of recognizing it just yet. I do feel like this person's learning, growing, understanding things. But I don't feel like they're capable yet. So let's talk about the wheel. I love it when the wheel pops up. To me, the wheel is my favorite card. I mean, there's lots that could be like, oh yeah, that's my favorite card. But everybody's like the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, lowers. Mine's the wheel. Because the wheel, first off, it's the number 10. That's that full completion, right? Renewal, closing out of a cycle. Who doesn't want to be, you know, you go through a healing journey and somebody says, you're closing the cycle out. And you're like, well, freaking hooray. Because this, you know, this has been killing me this whole time. Why would that not be your favorite card? I mean, I don't get it. It's also about destiny and fate, you know? And the wheel, when the wheel shows up, it's stating that this is on the wheel. This is part of your destiny. There is no backwards wheel, right? This is going to happen. This wheel is upright. There is no setback here. This is part of your fate. This is the turning point in this connection, in this experience that you're experiencing here. You have the High Priestess and the Chariot, guys, to clarify that. To clarify your fate, your destiny, the turning point, you have the High Priestess, and the Chariot. You're taking control here. I mean, these two cards together are like, this is power and this is control. This is you taking control. For real. I mean, you are taking what you've learned, your wisdom that you've gained here, you're stepping into your power, your strength, and you're taking charge of your energy. You're aligning energy here. You're recognizing what your willpower here is. You're moving with speed. You know, you're like, I'm taking the reins. I know what direction I need to go in. You're doing it. I mean, these are awesome cards to have. This with the wheel, look at that. Look at you. You know, this is your turning point here. You're stepping into your power. You're not having no more. But it's so funny to me because, like, my head's hurting because I'm trying to express this to you. And I feel like you still, like, you don't realize that you've been doing this whole time. Like, you're like, oh my gosh. She's right. I have been doing that. Pat yourself on the back because you've came a very long way, I feel. And you're still grateful for this person and this connection. You feel like you've been able to accomplish so much. You've came so far in your journey because of this person. Okay, guys, I'm going to get some, actually, I want to get some Moonology cards here. But before I go to the Moonology cards, I'm going to pull some of these because I did it for the last pile. And I hate to leave y'all hanging, not do it for y'all because, well, I just love these cards. Look at that. You have control and nurture, guys. Yep. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. Does that really say that? Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. That's exactly what is happening here. Wow. Wow. Okay. So let's see what There's the wheel. So let's see. These cards are just speak to me. I'm telling you, I love these cards. If you don't know who Jennifer Walker Zen on YouTube is, she's awesome. You need to go check her out. She made these cards, and she uses them in a unique way too as clarifiers. But anyway, she's really good. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Tell me about the Four of Wands and the Ace of Daggers, please. Socialize. Interacting with others brings both balance and happiness. The Four of Wands is about harmony and joy and celebration. This is just another indicator to me that this is that breakthrough that you're having. That you're realizing that, you know what? You know, I have to keep living my life. I have to keep moving forward here. This person's got things that they're needing to go through, needing to experience, and you recognize that. Okay, let's keep going. It's the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups here. This one, I'm curious what's going to come out. Two of Wands and the Two of Cups, please. Spirit, what is the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups here? Okay, nurture keeps wanting to show itself. Healing. A time for reflection. Prayers will help with your situation. This is that balance. This is that partnership. This is what you and this person both want. And this is you choosing to plan for the future of that. But there's healing that needs to be taking place here. You're doing that. This person is not ready. This person is still healing from things. They're not capable to see things in the same light that you're seeing things. They're getting there. They're reflecting. You know, they're going through it, okay? They're going through it. They do want this Two of Cups. They recognize this with you. They recognize this healing energy with you. You know, they see this balance when it comes to you and how you are capable or able to help them heal in a way that others can't. There's something that's about you and your connection that brings them a healing energy. You know, it triggers them just like they trigger you and help you heal. It's not always a fun connection because it does trigger, and those triggers hurt, you know, until you do figure out how to heal them. But they're finding that balance, okay? Why is the Eight of Cups? And I did talk about the number 2. Talked about the number 9 a little bit. You have 2 9s here. That's that nearing that completion there, which I feel like you're already in that energy. You do have 10 here and 11 as well, I feel. But also want to say that there are 2 8s here, and I didn't really talk about that, but the number 8 is about taking action. It's also about mastery, mastering a skill. I feel like you're mastering the skill of this, the skill of being able to, you're healing yourself here, and you're making this connection stronger by doing that. Cutting. Yeah, see? Wow, that's crazy. This is that walking away energy, that you're walking away from this fear. You're cutting this fear out. You're like, I'm not going to be fearful anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm walking away from that. It's time to sever unhealthy attachments. The cycle must be broken. You're recognizing that with this person. Like, this is unhealthy for me. You're healing it. You're recognizing it. You're moving on past it. But this person is scared of this. This person is nervous about this with you. They don't understand because they still have healing to do. They don't understand how you can not be, not be as obsessed as you were with them. Why are you drawing your energy back here? What's going on? It's a red flag for them, and they feel like it's causing them to have a trigger. Guys, And they think that you're cutting them out, and they really need to focus on that. They really need to look at that. Why is the Eight of Dragons here? What's the Eight of Dragons here? And the Death. Seven of Swords. What is this here? What's the Eight of Daggers here? And the Death and the Seven of Swords. Love. Yeah. Feelings are real and true. A connection between lovers. A feeling of complete emotional happiness. This is that part where you felt helpless before, right? You had a negative mindset about this. But you're transforming that energy pertaining to love, guys. Pertaining to the love that you feel with this person. You're transforming that energy altogether about love. This person, like I said, is kind of the opposite of that. They're in this energy of, they feel helpless here, or negative mindset, because they feel like they're scared of this love ending with the Death here. They're scared of being betrayed. They're scared of being betrayed, and they're scared of it ending. And they have a negative mindset when it comes to that, when it comes to this love. You, on the other hand, you're like, I'm letting go of that. I'm letting go of that fear. That's only hindering me back. That's holding me hostage here. But really, it's myself that's holding me hostage here. It's my own thoughts. I'm done with that. I'm transforming that. I'm moving past that. That's not what love is to me. Love shouldn't be fearful, you know? Just be love. Why is the Wheel here? 2 cards came out for the Wheel. That nurture just had to come out. I saw it like 3 times. So you have self-love is essential, a time to address your needs and ground yourself. Yes, because you are in your power here. Hope. All is not lost. A positive, favorable outcome is still possible. At the bottom of the deck, you have Ring, an agreed upon mutual union between lovers. Marriage could be involved. And happiness is under that, guys, which is, again, that positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. Again, you are in this energy of knowing that. That's why the bottom of your deck energy here is the 5 of Cups in reverse, because you're not going to let go of this wish fulfillment that you want with this person. And that's how you nurture yourself. You stay in this hopeful energy, right? You just know that you're in your power and your strength, and whatever's meant for you, it's going to happen for you. And you're in that hopeful space. And in the meantime, you're nurturing yourself, and whatever comes your way, you're going to just take that in when it comes. But you do feel as if there's going to be union here in the future. And with this person, at some point, you're not letting go of that. You're not going to let go of that energy. Okay, so let's get some closing cards here. I'm going to use the Moonology. I don't know how long this reading was because I had to stop it, but I'm going to get some Moonology cards here. Try to get an overall look at how you can move forward. I have someone here in this that's listening to this reading, I feel like, that's screaming at me to get some message cards from this person. So I'm going to do that, I guess, real quick, because I don't want to close on that. I want to close the reading solely about you, not this person. So someone is needing this. Someone needs to hear some messages from their person here. This someone I'm connecting with could possibly be someone that is not in communication with their person. Or if you are in communication with your person, you're definitely not they're not talking to you about any of this. So we're going to get some hidden truth oracles real quick. I'm hearing you. I hear you. I hear you. I want to know what they want to say. What would they say? Okay. I get it. You know, even when you're in your power, your mind still goes to that place to where I only knew what they were thinking, you know. But I do feel like there is a definitely reason that we can't hear each other's thoughts. Because let me tell you, it's very frustrating, like for empaths, especially when you're sitting there and talking to somebody and you know what they're telling you is the truth, and you have to sit there and just listen to it and be like, yeah, you're totally not telling me the whole truth here. Kind of sucks, but okay. Here we go. What does this person want to say to pile 2? Well, that one definitely wanted to come out. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay. These cards, guys, are going to resonate with whoever needs to hear them. So just take whatever comes out and apply it, or don't apply it to your situation. It may not be meant for you, okay? If it doesn't make sense, wasn't meant for you. Tell me more. What does pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? Okay. You and I were too young. So when this card comes out, you need to remember that it could also not only be that you're too young, maybe they're too young, or vice versa. Maybe just not both of y'all, okay? What else can you tell? I am not available. This is something that they may have already expressed to you. And this doesn't mean that they're with someone else. This could just mean that they're just not available right now. Or they don't want to be. I said in the beginning that you haven't gotten any kind of commitment from this person, so that could very well possibly be that they've told you they can't commit to anything. Well, that was weird. I'm becoming a better person. I regret lying to you. Wonder what that was about. Let's figure that out real quick. What did pile 2's person lie to them about? Control. Assert yourself and take charge of your destiny. Do you remember when I talked to you about this person being in that sense of control so that they can breadcrumb you? This is part of that. They lied to you about something in order to keep breadcrumbing you. They don't want to tell you the whole truth. I feel like this has to do with their feelings, but they don't want to tell you the whole truth because they want to remain in that control, you know? Let's do a few more. What's this person want to say? Okay. I want to be more than friends. This may have been what they lied to you about. Let's do 2 more. 2 more. Okay. I can't stop thinking about you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Bottom of the deck says, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. You remember we had the 9 of Swords there and I told you that was your person and how they felt in that situation? So let's close this out with some Moonology cards. New Moonology cards. Give me some advice, please, Spirit, for pile 2. Can you have some advice? How did that come out? Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Cancer. Guys, I think we're in Cancer. The moon is in Cancer. I think that's... Holy cow, guys. I'm filming this today. I'm filming this October the 20... I just realized I don't know what day today is. October the 27th. I hope that's right. On Wednesday. And I'm pretty sure that is what the moon is. I'll have to look that up. If I don't forget, I always forget. Take a breather. So Cancer is about that nurturer, right? Cancer is about emotions. Yeah, I'm a Cancer, so not in my moon though, in my sun. But this says to take a breather, and it's she's in all those emotions, right? This is to escape from those emotions for a little while. Maybe you should socialize. Maybe you should hang out with some friends or whatever it is to kind of just take a step back from the emotions that you've been feeling here. Just all together with this person. You've already done so much work and you've come so far. Maybe you should just take a step back and just experience a breather. Just take a breather. Just take a break. Just try to clear your head and not think about this person for a little while. What else can you tell me? What other advice do you have for Pile 2, Spirit? What other advice do you have for Pile 2? Some advice for Pile 2, please. I have some advice for Pile 2, please. What other advice do you have for Pile 2? Okay. I'm not taking all that. I sure did want to. I'm going to take this one. It doesn't want to go back. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Yeah. So you need to balance out your energy here. If this person's been thinking about you a lot, and they 2 cards indicate that here, then I feel like you may need to detoxify yourself. You may need to cleanse your energy, because sometimes you pick up on this person's energy and it's not those emotions that you're feeling, it's those emotions that person's feeling. So you might want to cleanse your energy out. So take a nice long salt bath. Okay, 3 cards came out, but I'm actually going to take them because the way they came out was pretty demanding. So we have, wow, new moon in Libra, know you are loved. That's again about that balance. Know you are loved. Oh, wow. First quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings, guys. Honor your feelings. Don't just block off the feelings, okay? This is some advice here for somebody. Just because you're doing good and you're like reverting your energy to gain their perspective and it kind of helps you to heal your heart, that doesn't mean that you block off your feelings, okay? Honor those feelings that you're feeling, saying, okay, this hurts me. I understand that this hurts me, and I know why this hurts me is because I feel deeply about this person. Honor that. And then take on their perspective, okay? You have to show yourself that compassion first before you start showing this person that compassion, okay? Take less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. So, take less, feel more. You remember we talked about that equal give and take and how you're really starting to balance that out and you're kind of letting that go and you're taking your energy back in a way. And I'm not going to keep giving and giving and giving and giving. Oh, it says talk less. My bad. Feel more. Sorry. Okay, so what's going on here is that when you're next time, this is kind of a warning here I'm feeling. When the next time you're around this person, next time you're with this person, or you get an opportunity to talk to this person, talk less. Try to feel into what they're feeling here. Try to just to open your ears. Try to listen to them and try not to be so talkative here. Just kind of, you know, this is what I do when I feel like there's dead silence in the room and it becomes hard. I just ask questions so they have to talk to you. Just keep asking questions. Just think of anything that you want to ask them. Just keep on asking them. Ask them about their day. Ask them about their week. Ask them about what they did. Ask them about this. If they tell you what they did, and then ask them how they feel about that. Just, you know, and just let them talk. Feel more instead of talking so much about what's going on with you. Okay? Because that's going to help this person open up to you more, which I feel like is what you're kind of looking for anyways. But okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. That was a pretty long reading. Imagine that. But I hope this message finds you and gives you some kind of help, some kind of hope, some kind of strength here. You are in your power. You just need to recognize that you are, and how strong you are, how capable you are, and how far you have come, which is the most important thing here. But you're headed in the right direction. Okay? Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for subscribing, your likes, your comments, all that kind of stuff. I love hearing from you guys. I love that that you are resonating with my energy and vice versa. And I'm thankful for all that kind of stuff that y'all bring to this channel. And you know, I don't ever like put emphasis on all that stuff. I just want y'all to know I'm thankful for that. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to bring these messages. I've kind of denied it for a long time and kind of stayed away from it because of well, fear, guys. And I finally opened myself up to it, and the way that y'all reciprocated that with your gratitude and how I resonate with you guys and help you guys is very, very much overwhelming for me, and I appreciate it to the fullest. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you again. Thanks. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So pile 3, I'm really excited to do your pile. I mean, I'm like really excited to do your pile. I feel like it's going to be very, very interesting. Not only because this particular tarot deck, the Hush Tarot, I was basically I had to do, like they were just on me that I needed to use this deck. So I'm wondering why. There's something in these cards here. Whenever I get that feeling, there's something in these cards that is going to stand out. Some picture, something, because I read intuitively. So there's something in these cards here that, and I've asked Spirit to make sure that I get that message, particularly make sure that I get that message, because there's something in these cards, some kind of picture or something that's going to be significant in this reading. And y'all have 3 stickers here. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to read these stickers and what I'm seeing here, and that way y'all know if this is your pile, you know if you resonate with that. And then I'm going to do tarot, and then I also was told to use these oracles for you guys, and how to use these oracles. And these are the Vintage Wisdom Oracles. Vintage Wisdom Oracles, okay? So we'll definitely use those. And then I'm also going to use some clarifiers. I'll probably use the eyes in because that's what I've been drawn to using lately. But also the Hidden Truth Oracles are staring at me right now. I may have to use those. So this may involve, or I can already tell you actually right off the bat, this is involving some sort of partnership relationship here. Okay? So let's get into it because I'm ready. I've actually done each one of these piles a different day, because when I open myself up like this to whatever, I feel like it really does, it uses up a lot of my energy and it makes me pretty tired. So I have to kind of recoup, and I'm in a very, very good high vibration right now, so I'm even more excited to do this pile. Okay, so let's get started. Guys, a couple of things here with these stickers. Also, they were very, very persistent on me making sure that I lit some sage. So that, with these stickers, I understand what's happening here. Especially this one, guys. This rainbow that says, I hate all of you, but it has a rainbow and a smiley face. Tons of things coming from this sticker, guys. First off, I do feel as if some of you might have recently moved on past a relationship, past someone. This could also be a friendship. And this could also be something that wasn't just one person, but like a collective group of people. that you don't either no longer resonate with, but there was something that went on in your personal life here, guys, that these particular people that you were around did not agree with you, did not give you good advice about. There's just something about these particular people, past relationships, this could even be family, something about these people that you were around. There's a huge gust of wind that just blew through. Wow. A huge gust of wind just blew through. Okay, sorry. My window's open. I like to keep my window open because, you know, Mother Nature, Spirit, they send signals and signs. So I like to be able to look and see what I can see out there. Anyway, so sorry guys, I got have a little bit of ADHD, adult ADHD, I'm sorry. There's something that you've just recently moved away from pertaining to people around you. But you're moving away from them happy about it. You don't want to have anything to do with these people, as far as not like you're not going to have them in your life anymore, but just like you're not going to go to these people anymore, okay? You don't resonate with these people anymore. They're not giving you good advice. Like you're recognizing these things in these people that kind of led you down the wrong path. You were listening to them in the way that you shouldn't have. And again, this could be a relationship, a past relationship here. So what's going on here, guys, is you're moving on past that. You're moving on past them, onto bigger and brighter things. You have a new future ahead of you here, and you're happy about it. Okay, and then these two, to me, go together, because you have the butterfly, which is that transformation, that you are transforming yourself into a new way of thinking, into a new outlook, into a new perspective of life, period. Like you're completely turning into this butterfly. Oh, and you're flying away from all those other people. And you're moving towards what you resonate with and what makes you happy. And like you're following your rainbow, you know? And this white flower is purity. This is a fresh new beginning. Starting at the full, you know, and those new beginnings, all that potential. You're starting with the clean slate here, right? And what I'm seeing from this, with this rainbow here, guys, it's almost like you're turning into this butterfly, into this creative butterfly, and you have this clean slate here, and you're going to take every color of the rainbow and gradually color each one of these petals. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you're starting over here. You're moving past what was. And you know what makes you happy at this point. You're moving on past it. You're completely transforming the way that you look at things, your life, past relationships, and you're starting fresh with something new. You're starting pure. Okay? Okay, so that's what I got from your stickers. I love it too. I love all the stickers. Okay, so let's see what Tarot has to say. So you'll know if you resonate with this pile or not. I do completely open myself up in this reading, so any messages that I hear, I'm gonna say. So that means that some messages are meant for certain people. So if I do say something, even if it's random, it may not be for you, okay? It may not be meant for you, which is totally okay. Let's shuffle this one more time, and they're also wanting me to... There's going to be some reversals in your reading because they're wanting me to mix my cards up. I haven't used this deck in a while, but I used to use it very often, especially for practice. Okay. What does pile 3 need to know? What does pile 3 need to know right now? Okay. Well, that just wanted to come out right there. Guys, when that happens, just like it did, just like there's like 5 cards here. They all just like, here you go. Because this deck has been sitting on my desk for about 3 days. And I'm telling you, it's been waiting for this message for y'all. It's been waiting for this message to come out. So you have the Page of Wands. Guys, this is that limitless potential. This is a free spirit energy here, which is the same thing that I'm getting from these stickers. You have the Magician. That's that again, that limitless potential. That's that power, that taking inspired action here, knowing that you have all the tools that you need to manifest whatever you want. Mastering a skill. The Hangman. So you're taking whatever it was, you're surrendering it over and you're releasing it. And this is that new perspective that we talked about with the stickers. Then you have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. When the 5 of Pentacles is in reverse, and the way that this reading is headed here, what I'm getting from this card is that this is about spirituality. This is being in that helpless energy, okay? This is you wanting to be more free-spirited with your thought process, kind of what we talked about. This is you with this white flower, that purity. This is the energy that I'm getting from this card right here, from the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. It's about you wanting to discover new things, you wanting to surrender what was, and move into more of a free spirit, more into wanting to explore, you know, you have this awesome, like, explosive creativity within inside of you about all these thoughts that are running through your head, right? This is you in that state of not knowing a whole lot, but wanting to move in that direction, wanting to discover stuff. And then you have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is that energy of you being kind of overwhelmed because there's so much stuff. Okay, guys. So whenever you first start to come into your spiritual journey, which I feel like that's where we're headed here. This is a spiritual journey, Paul. No wonder I'm so excited to start this pile. No wonder I'm so excited to do this pile. But hang in there, because I do feel like there's something to do for some of y'all. There's something to do with the relationship that's coming through, but I haven't got to that yet. They're wanting to focus on this because I feel like this is a good, whatever this was that you're going through here with your spiritual journey has affected a primary relationship in your life. Okay, so but we're not going to talk about it yet. Just hang in there and we'll get to it. They're wanting me to pull some oracle cards for that. This right here is you coming into that spiritual journey and being overwhelmed by, there's just so much stuff to learn, right? There's so many things. And not only that, guys, but when you have to, like, pick up on what you resonate with. And you have to listen to your intuition, because there's tons of stuff out there. I mean, and the bottom, to me, I always think of the bottom line is, I mean, you only know what you feel. You only know what you see, what you open yourself up to. Nobody really knows for sure until we die. You know, nobody really knows for sure until we die. Only you can pick up on the things that you see and the things that you are like, you know what, I've always felt that way. Like, things that you look into here because you're so overwhelmed by all these different, like, ideas and aspects and just everything that you discover. It's like a rabbit hole. You can just dive deep into it, and you can stay in it for a long time trying to understand the spiritual world, you know. But it's like you're starting to change your belief system. You're starting to change your personal what's the word they're trying to give me? It's not beliefs. Personal reasonings. Well, I've never used that before, but the way that things are the way they are, why they are the way they are. It's things that have always been inside of you, but the outside world here has hindered those things, has made you feel shame for feeling the way that you felt, which has kept you inside your shell there. And whatever has happened in your life has opened you up to so much, and you're realizing that there's so many things out there that I've been so unaware of. And I want to surrender and release my past. I want to surrender and release my old belief systems here. I'm ready to open myself up here with this hangman. And you're like, I mean, I could have whole new perspectives here. And with the magician, it's like you have all that at your fingertips, right? You're able to have that inspired action to move things forward. You're opening yourself up to every bit of it, you know? And then you have the page here, which is the beginning, which is the start. The pages are where it starts. The page, the knight, the queen, the king. The page is where it starts. You're starting with that page here. You're ready to explore. You're ready to be free-spirited with your thought process here, okay? Okay. So let's get some clarifiers, and then we'll see the bottom of the deck energy. How's the page? Well, that was fast. Wasn't that fast? This deck is like, yeah, I've been trying to talk to you for a long time, lady. So you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, guys. So the Ace of Cups in reverse can be you suppressing some of your emotions there. But this is something that you're turning around because you have the Page of Wands here, right? This is something that you're wanting to let go of. I'm getting a couple different things with this scenario. You're ready to move forward with this new perspective. And all those emotions, like we talked about, all those things that you've had thoughts on, like you really feel in your heart, you really feel within your soul, you know, your whole body just feels like that's true. That's true. It's true. That's starting to come out. You're not suppressing that like you were before. You're like, I'm totally changing this around. I'm totally going to be this open, free spirit here now. The other thing that I'm getting here is that this could possibly be that relationship that we talked about for someone. And the closing out of that relationship has put you on a self-love journey, which has jump-started your spiritual journey, right? Because to me, they're like two and the same. When you really go down that self-love path, it opens you up to the spiritual aspect of all of it and taking care of yourself within, you know, that soul-searching energy. Okay, so let's keep going here. Why is the Magician here? You're really focused in on nurturing yourself, wanting to nurture yourself. You're really starting to like pay attention to the thoughts that you tell yourself, especially. And I feel like something to do with a relationship or people around you, I'm telling you guys, has caused this to take place within yourself. Okay, so to clarify the Magician, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is something to me that you're trying to let go of. Okay, sometimes, guys, we are raised in an environment to where certain things that we want, we are raised to believe that those may be selfish, okay? That those are selfish thoughts. And by doing that, we really give away a lot of our own needs, our own wants, our own desires. We give away a lot to other people because we don't want to be selfish. You know, that's a bad thing to do, is be selfish. But you have to be selfish sometimes. You have to be able to take care of yourself first. above and before you take care of anyone else. You know, I mean, come on, guys, it's in the airplane. You got to put the thing on your face first before you can help someone else. Otherwise, how you can help that person, you know? That's okay in that scenario, but that's not okay in our everyday life. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It's okay in a life or death situation, but it's not okay in our everyday life. That makes no sense. You have to be able to look at yourself and say, okay, you know, these are things that I want with this magician here. This is stuff that I want to do. This is stuff that I feel like I have the power and ability to do. And you no longer want to hinder that. You're starting to not see that as being so greedy, right? With the Four of Wands in reverse here, you're starting to not see that in a way of you're going to be disconnected from being, you're just not going to be this person that you always have felt that made you feel like. Does that make sense? I feel like this is kind of a hard one here to explain, but I hope I'm explaining it right. Let me just explain this, and this might help. The Four of Wands is about being disconnected. And I feel like you have been feeling disconnected from your own power because of greedy, feeling selfish, because of selfish type reasons. Not that you are selfish, but people or other life experiences or the way you were raised or whatever it was, beliefs made you feel that way whenever you wanted to take inspired action or you wanted to manifest something that you wanted, right? Your power. And I feel like that's something else that you're stepping away from. You're moving away from that. You're moving outside of that. Why's the Hangman here? These cards, guys, they're just fun. So easy. So you have the Two of Wands the Two of Wands underneath the Hangman. So you're surrendering and you're releasing all these thoughts, you know, and having a new perspective overall. You're taking this break here from everyday life, I feel like. I feel like you're trying to kind of step away from the outside world and trying to focus in on reinventing yourself, reinventing your thoughts, you know, this butterfly, that transformation, trying to make this move towards what you want here and have a clean slate, like this flower here, this purity. And with the Two of Wands, to clarify that, it's like you're planning for the future. You're planning for stepping outside of what you've known into adventure. Like you're wanting to make that decision to just be that bluebird, you know? You're wanting to be that free spirit. You're wanting to like discover new things and just put yourself out there. Okay. So why is the well, I love the way these are coming out. It's so awesome. Okay, so you have the Ace of Swords. So we talked about this, the Five of Pentacles here being you in that realizing that you have been in this kind of restricted state of mind most of your life, right? You've been in this restricted mindset where you cannot believe in certain things, or you've always felt shameful for believing in those things, and wanting to come out of that. Guys, this right here is a signifying to me. This Ace of Swords is that mental clarity. It's that having that breakthrough of realizing that you've just recently you've had this breakthrough and realized that you've been in this helpless energy, this energy of, I have to believe in these things because, well, that's the way that my parents did it. That's the way I was raised. That's the way that I've been restricted to believe in, whether that's, you know, whatever it is. We're all different parts of the world, but you're wanting to break free from that, and you've had this new beginning, this new thought, this clarity, this breakthrough that you've been holding yourself back because of those beliefs. And you have this power over here in this free spirit. It's so funny because I'm actually reading this spread where I'm starting here and moving this way. And I feel like the reason that is because I feel like some of y'all are in different parts of this journey. I feel like some of y'all are just now starting here and you're moving this way. And it's funny too, the way I want to describe it is because it's like I'm going backwards, but that's basically what you're doing here with your thoughts. You're going backwards, right? You're taking whatever you believe in, whatever your mindset is right now, and you're moving backwards with it because you're trying to clean the slate. You're trying to say, I'm just going to clean it off completely, and I'm going to start from scratch, and I'm going to say, what do I believe? What do I feel like is my truth? So you are going backwards here. And I feel like I said, some of y'all are here, some of y'all are here, some of y'all are just now having this breakthrough of that. Some of y'all are already over here to where you're like, I'm ready to move forward here. I'm a page, I've got my backpack, I've got what I need. I have my strength here. The letter H may be significant to somebody. Also drawing, if you draw, that may be something that this helped you on this journey, helped you move forward, or that may be something that you're looking into doing that has brought you a lot of inspiration here because of this journey that you've been on. And I also want to say that I feel like if you're in this stage right here where you're realizing your power and you're wanting to move forward past that feeling selfish kind of feeling and wanting to manifest new things, it's like you've slayed that dragon. And from slaying that dragon, and this could have been past relationship, this could have been people that you moved away from, but because of slaying that dragon there, you have freed your spirit, and you're just like, I feel so much stronger now. I feel so much more capable now. Because I did that, it gave me all this power to move forward. And then some of you are here where you're just now deciding to surrender over. You're just now deciding to release all that and have new perspectives. You're untangling yourself from this twine, right? And you're like, I'm ready to untangle myself here. I'm ready to move forward. I'm going to step outside my comfort zone from what I'm used to. I'm going to have new ideas. Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Spirit, why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? That's in my head. I was thinking, no, I don't want to take two, because it tried to give me two cards tried to come out at me, I was like, I don't want to take two. And then they flung these out on the board. They're like, yes, you are. Okay, so the Seven of Cups in reverse. Wow. Wow. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment. Look at these cards, guys. Okay. Okay. So this is the beginning of the journey, and this is the hardest, I feel like. This and surrender, I feel like are the hardest parts of the journey. For me anyways. I mean, it's different for everybody because we're all in different life situations. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, guys, this is it. Dang. This is it, guys. This is what I was talking about. This is that relationship. This is that whoever it is. This is not your energy. This is someone that is in your life, and it doesn't matter that this is a queen. This is male or female. It doesn't matter. But this is someone that is in your life. Just get the masculine and feminine energy out of the picture. Someone that surrounds you or is around you that is a practical person, someone that could be a parent, could be a spouse, could be a close friend, could be a sibling, could be a very someone that's close to you in your family. You know, some of us don't have parents, so we have aunts or uncles, or we have grandparents. This is someone in your family, in your very close proximity, that you're very close with here, that is very practical, okay, when it comes to life overall. This is someone that is not in a free-spirited type energy, okay? And this is someone that you terribly, terribly do not want to disappoint. With Judgment here, guys, this is you looking towards this person. And you're holding this right close to your heart. It's like you're very sympathetic towards this person and their feelings, and you do not want to disappoint this person with any kind of... This, guys, is the card of spiritual awakening. The Judgment card is a card of spiritual awakening. Okay? And this is you. And this is the practicability, the people around you. And this is here to clarify the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups, like I talked about, is that not only, guys, not only is it being overwhelmed by all the choices that you have there, but it's also fear. There being so many choices there of how to approach this to this person, or this person finding out if you're trying to keep this awakening from this person. But still knowing, still having this inner calling here, that you know that you have to do this, and you have to have this, you know, Judgment is a rebirth. It's knowing the truth in yourself, and putting that out there to be judged, you know, having that, I don't want to say having, but wanting, because some of you aren't here yet. Some of you are dealing with this right now. But you're in this like fearful state of making the wrong choice. You do desperately, guys. I keep getting disappointment here over and over in my head. You do not want to disappoint whoever this is. And you see this person in such a bright light. You see this person as being pure their self, someone that you're committed to, someone that you trust, someone that you love. And you look up to this person, and you're so terrified of how this person's going to see you because of these new beliefs that you have, this new perspective that you have. You're so worried about, so fearful of disappointment here, or being shameful, or feeling all these different things. This is the beginning of a journey, guys. This is the beginning of the journey. I think we all go through that. You know, everybody has somebody, I feel, in their life that they feel that way with, that they don't want to disappoint. Well, the bottom of the deck energy, guys. It's the Seven of Wands. I do want to point out that, let me just look at the numbers I'm seeing here. There are 2 sevens here. There's lots of wands because that movement, that wanting to move forward here, emotion. We have a little bit of everything out here on the board, really. But, you know, 7 is that divine number. So, and then yeah. This is you. This is you. You know, you're taking control over this higher perspective here. And you may be in the sun, clarity. Look at that. Joy. This is what's behind you, right? And yeah, and the Tower in reverse is for sure true. And the Devil in reverse, because you're releasing a lot of attachments there. Yeah. So you're, with the Devil in reverse here, guys, you're releasing, you're trying to release. You're trying to break free from those chains. You're liberating yourself here. You have the Tower in reverse is because you're going through a lot of mental changes. and you may possibly have resisted this in the beginning. I feel like if you're here, you're still kind of in that fearful state. You're still kind of resisting because of this person here, or these people that you don't want to disappoint. And you may be trying to avoid that. But the most important thing that I'm seeing here, even though this is the Tower and the Devil, which are both significant cards, you have the Sun on top of that, which is the energy of this rainbow that I felt. Of that, I hate you all, but it's still smiling and it's still the rainbow, you know? And he has legs because he's moving on past, you know? And this crow, like having that higher perspective there with the eye, about clarity. This is a card of joy. This is a card of success and dreams. Being able to manifest what you want. Positivity here. This is about positivity here. This is going to triumph. This is the card of triumph for me. This is also the number 19, which adds up to 10, which is about that renewal. Closing out of these cycles, liberation, mental confusion here, fear of the unknown, moving past this onto positivity, and you being in this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is very passionate, and I feel like this is something that's helping you drive forward. It's because you're feeling so passionate about this journey. The Seven of Wands here, guys, is the main focus of your bottom of the deck energy, because the Seven of Wands screams so much. And every Seven of Wands is different, obviously. That was kind of a funny thing to say. They're all different in tarot, but I mean, all the pictures and stuff are different, but they all have different kinds of meanings to me because of the pictures. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is the reason. This is the reason. Okay, I know y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. The reason that they wanted me to use this tarot. I feel like this is part of it too. But because this person here, guys, there's a couple of messages that are coming through for advice that I'm going to go ahead and mention because of this card. Spirit's wanting you to lay down those burdens that you've been carrying. You don't have to carry those burdens anymore. They know that you're still in this protective state. You still feel as if you have to protect yourself, because I still feel like you're kind of fearful of what's to come, of the unknown, of this whole situation. Even though you're in this passionate, creative energy, like in this courage, you know, the Queen of Wands, she's very courageous. She doesn't put things to a second thought. She doesn't have fear like that because she's so passionate about things. And she's so driven that she's almost impulsive with that. And she's not thinking about that fear at all. She's very courageous. And this is here to show that, yeah, you're in the energy, which is keeping you moving forward, but you still feel this need to protect yourself. And I'm not necessarily saying that that's overall a bad thing, because when you do start to kind of, depending on how far you take it, on which route you're destined to go, you know, whatever your soul's calling you to do with this journey, we don't want to immediately just throw ourselves out there, because that does put us in the face of a lot of criticism, especially pertaining to family or people that are around you that don't understand. Because let's just get this straight. You have had a spiritual awakening here, and not everybody goes through this in this lifetime. And they're not going to understand things the way that you're seeing things. So you do kind of have to be in this energy. But what Spirit's wanting to express to you here is that you don't have to carry that burden, though. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to carry that burden with you all the time. You don't have to think about those people and, oh man, what if they thought this? What if they knew this? What if that? What if that? What if that? You don't have to be in that energy all the time. You know, you can still stand guard here, but you can put these down and be okay just standing guard. Does this make sense? I feel like when we get to the advice, there will be maybe a better way of expressing what I'm trying to say here, but that's the message that's coming through. So I'm going to get some eyes in, get some better clarifiers. No wonder I wanted to get to this pile so bad. because when you're on the spiritual journey and it's very overwhelming and you start to discover all these things and you're like, oh my God, I totally believe in that. I've always believed in that, but I never wanted to say anything because people would think I'm crazy. When you start to get into that, it's like you're itching for somebody to bring something up because you just want to talk about it. You know, you just want to talk about it. You just want to see what they want to say. Or what they thought, what they think. Or you want to open them up to what you think, you know, and see if they think how you think. You know, it's just like you just want to talk about it all the time. It's kind of a joke. Because you're awoke. But that rhymed. Okay, so let's scoot this over a little bit so I can get all these clarifiers out here. This is going to give me more in depth here. To know that I'm bringing all the messages across that they're trying to give to me. Because it's possible that there's something that I'm missing here. These could kind of bring that out. That's what I'm feeling. Okay? Let me get one real quick. Okay, so why is the page? Okay. Wow. That was quick. Wasn't that quick? Okay. Guys, here it is. Do you remember when we talked about this Ace of Cups in reverse, and I said this could possibly be a relationship that you've decided to move on from, and this could be a part of what has kind of pushed you into this awakening. Are you moving on past these people here? And, you know, deciding that, I mean, I got that with the stickers right off the bat, that I hate all of you in the rainbow. You're moving on past these people here and wanting to nurture yourself, stepping on that self-love journey and all that. Well, here you go. That's the signifier for me that I was correct on that aspect. This could be an ex-partner, an unfinished love connection. The situation may involve an ex, and express a time to have a heart-to-heart conversation. This could be someone that you've moved on past that has pushed you into the energy of wanting to be more free-spirited when it comes to love, when it comes to, you know, open yourself up to all that. And like I said, I mean, that's just clarifying what I already kind of talked about, but that's that energy right there. You've got your strength here and you're ready to move on to your journey. So why is the Magician in the Four of Wands in reverse? Why is the Magician in the Four of Wands in reverse? Two more cards. Challenges and deception. Yeah, see, because this is a challenge. This is that challenge here for you this is what we talked about when you were in that energy of feeling shameful came to mind, but feeling selfish, you know, being in that where you feel disconnected from self in a way because you feel like it's not going to bring harmony. Like you feel greedy, you know, and the Magician is here to say it's not greedy to feel that way. You know, we talked about that, taking inspired action against that, saying, okay, I'm in my power now, and it's not greedy to manifest what I want. It's not greedy to want these things and all that. You stepping away from that. That's that deception here that you have felt. And this is a challenge. Negative and unhealthy obstacles are upon you. Be careful. This is a challenge here. Things are not as they seem. Watch out for dishonesty. Yeah, because you're saying those things to yourself about this could be a greedy energy, but it's from your past belief systems here. It's things that have been implemented inside of you. It's part of that clean slate that you need to wipe up, right? Okay. And that's the challenge here. But even though that challenge is here, just like the bottom of the deck energy is about challenge with that Seven of Wands, you are still in this magician energy where you are wanting to take inspired action against that. You're stepping up to that challenge. It's like, like I said, you're cutting the dragon's head off. You're releasing that spirit, that power within inside of you. You're ready for that challenge. All that deception that you, those beliefs, all that deception there, you're ready to just wipe that slate clean. You're wanting to disconnect from that. Okay, so why is the Hangman and the Two of Wands here? Really? That's a lot. I mean, come on. Apparently there was a lot of stuff I missed here. I don't see how. I've been talking forever. This is going to be quick, though, I feel, this part. Even though there's 4 cards here. Because this is about release and stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're wanting to gain more knowledge. It says, gain more knowledge, use your intuition to see the answers. This is the energy that you're stepping into. Okay, you're releasing that other part here. Then you have a crossroads, which is hilarious because that's what that's what the Two of Wands is. It's planning for the future, deciding to step out of the comfort zone and moving towards something else. This is exactly what it means. There's an indecision, someone needs to make a choice, and that's you making that choice to do that, to start using your intuition here to gain more knowledge about things. Stress. Yeah, I do feel like this is something that's stressful. Naturally, the situation causes stress and anxiety. Yeah, it does. You have soulmates here. A connection from your past life has emerged. Embrace this connection. This right here is telling me that there could be someone that's new in your life, or someone that you've connected with spiritually in your life that you may not recognize as that right now, but they are there to help you. And it's someone that you've known from a past life, but they're there to help you embrace this new journey. Okay? So there's someone in your proximity that you resonate with. And if it's not now, guys, like I said, because I feel like everybody that's listening here is on different kind of parts of the journey. So if it's not yet, you will be. You will. And I think it's going to come at a time whenever you decide to make that leap, to step outside of that comfort zone, to surrender. And when you are starting to feel that stress, this is someone that you can to talk to that has been through this, I feel. Someone here that you've known in a past life that's meant to help you, okay? Help you follow your intuition. This could be anybody, guys. This could even be somebody that you don't even know personally, okay? Soulmates. I mean, soulmates could be anybody from our past life that we just connect with. You know, we just feel their energy. And this could be somebody that this could be somebody you watch on YouTube. I mean, this could be anybody, you know? I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I started my journey, nobody resonated with me. Nobody where I live, nobody. And I did, you know, I watched a lot of things on YouTube, people that are strong enough and have that, that their soul's called to express their journey openly like that, helped so very much, because things that were happening to me or things that I resonated with, they also were resonating with, or they also had happened to them. So it didn't make me feel crazy. You know, it didn't make me feel like I was losing my mind, because these people that are, you know, halfway around the world are experiencing the same sort of things in the same time, like a collective energy. It's crazy. But so that could be anybody that's helping you there. So why is the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here? Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh. This is heavy. This is heavy. Okay. Give me a second. Because this is a heavy energy I'm feeling from this. For some reason, it just like engulfed me. You have friends, safe, and hope. To clarify, this Five of Pentacles and this clarity here with the Ace of Swords. So, we kind of talked about this being in that, you feel kind of helpless, like wanting to, you don't know a whole lot about the spirituality part of it, and you have that mental clarity that you've come this far, and like maybe all that kind of stuff there wasn't what it was. Friends, safe, and hope. Remember, we talked about you moving past people, okay? Okay. This is the message that's coming through here. There are friends that are around you. Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you first start to get into this journey and you start to realize that, oh my gosh, my friends can't be my friends anymore because they don't resonate with anything that I resonate with. And I've had this breakthrough about spirituality and all this stuff, and they're not gonna want to talk about that, and you do go through this stage on your journey to where you feel like you don't even want to be around those people. But let me just go ahead and say, some people that you are close with, some friends that you are close with, it is still safe to be around those people. But you just have to get over that along your journey, and you'll get there. You'll get there in time. But you need to remain hopeful, okay? Don't think that you have to completely banish these people from your life. You don't. Every person that's in your life is meant to be in your life for different reasons. And just because these people don't have this is the whole part of your understanding here, your new perspective here. Just because these people, your friends or your close family, don't resonate with you, don't understand things with you, you will get to a point, if you're not there yet, because this is a sad energy to be in. I remember being there, but this is a sad energy to be in. But you will eventually get to a point to where you're more in sync with yourself. You understand yourself and where you're coming from here, and you don't judge yourself anymore for going through all this. And towards later in your journey, you'll realize that those people that are in your life, those friends, everybody's good to be in your life like that for a different reason. All these are soulmates. Anybody that we connect with on that level are soulmates. And you don't have to talk to these people about your journey or whatever it is, I mean, I have friends in my life that are good with open and honest communication, and we can sit and talk for a long period of time about, things that we've been through or whatever it is, which is very helpful. And I feel in a safe spot with them, And then there's people in my life that do things I would never do, but they're very fun to be around. And sometimes I need that energy, I need that. I need somebody to just hang out with and have a good time and not have to really be so into everything that's going on, and just have more of a free-spirited type energy where I could just go have fun. Those people are there for a reason. Every single friend that you have, every single person that's around you is placed at a particular moment in time in your life for a reason, for you to learn and for you to have, to have that connection with that person. Even if it's for a short time or if it's for a long time. And I feel like this is talking about for a long time, people that you may not feel safe with opening up to them about all this yet. And you may not ever, but you don't have to. This is a personal journey. You don't have to tell everybody what you're going through. You don't have to tell everybody oh my gosh, you know what? I don't believe in that anymore. You don't have to do that. You can keep all that stuff to yourself, whatever you feel like is safe. But remain hopeful, All is not lost. A positive, favorable outcome is still possible. So remain in that energy of, I still love this person. I still want this person in my life. However that's going to look. Okay? Okay. So why is the Seven of Cups, Queen and Judgment? Oh. Key. You have the key to success. This is yes answer. So if you are wondering, okay, wow, I just heard something and this is going to be, okay. This is going to be something that's going to be a little bit harder to hear. I'm actually going to get one more to clarify before I just jumped the gun here. What is key here? Can you clarify this key for me? Can you give me a little bit more for this key? Can you clarify this key? Please? Yeah. Okay. There's a lot here, but I'm going to take a look at them because all of them are going to have meaning for what I'm fixing to tell you here. Okay. You know, we talked about this person being in your life. And, okay, they wanted me to tell you that on this journey, you may feel a little obsessive right now, but that's going to fade, okay? It will fade. It's just new, like most things when they're new, but it will get to the point to where it kind of fades out and it's not completely obsessing or completely consuming your everyday life, okay? You'll get there. Okay, so that was for somebody, but let me go ahead and tell you here. This is heavy. This person or people that are around you that you're so terrified about disappointing here. Okay, this is going to be hard to hear. But Spirit's wanting you to know that you need to wrap your head around the fact that the answer is yes, okay? It is going to be disappointing for these people. And this is something that you need to, this is a challenge here that you're going to have to face. And this is a choice that you're going to have to face. Is this something that is laid on you as important as for your life? Okay? Is it important for you to face this fear and face this disappointment that this person is going to have on you? Or are you willing to hold back your authentic self for this person? Are you willing to live a life where you're not able to express yourself truly for this person? This is a choice that you're going to have to make, because what Spirit's saying here is that yes, this disappointment will happen. They also want you to understand if people love you in your life, they may be disappointed in you, but if they love you, they're not going to just shame you. You know, they're not going to, they may have a hard time understanding, but they'll love you for who you are, you know? That's the people that you need around. The people that, you know, they can see who you truly are on the inside and not judge you for anything, you know? Not making you be what they want you to be, but letting you be yourself. That's the best feeling, to have people like that around. So awesome to have people like that around. It's what every relationship should be like. If it was, then our world would be a totally different place, wouldn't it? You want to be around people where you can be yourself. And they're happy with that, you know? I have people in my life that are just, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, and I'm sorry, but I do have people in my life that are completely just crazy. I mean, they're just nuts. They say random stuff. I mean, but I just love them for who they are. I mean, that's just who they are, you know? I don't have to agree with everything they say, but that's just who they are, and I love them for who they are. That's the energy. That's the people you need to be around. And this is something that I feel like you need to express to this person. You really need to express to this person in depth, like if you want to, how you're feeling about everything, your transformation. that you don't want to miss them, okay? And this is something that you're worried about. You're worried about missing them. You're worried about them pulling away from you. You're worried about regrets. You're worried about regretting an unhealthy reflection on the past. Forgiveness is required for healing to begin. And this person, you might have to go through forgiveness. They might say things to you that you don't agree with, or that might be hurtful. This is an energy that you might have to go through with this person. But this is the key, okay? This is the key to your journey. This is a step. This is a feeling, guys. When you go through this, there's a feeling that's going to happen here for you that's going to be like no other. And it's going to pertain to yourself and nurturing yourself and loving yourself. New love. A potential love connection awaits. Guys, if this is someone that you're in a love connection with, then if this person doesn't resonate with you anymore, if this person shuns you out, if this person is not, like I said, wanting you to be able to play who you truly authentically are, if they're not willing to be okay with all that, Spirit's wanting you to understand that new love will happen for you, okay? It's meant for you. A potential love connection awaits. Someone that is balanced with you. Someone that resonates with you. Someone you can be yourself around. Something is not equal give and take. Focus on balancing yourself. This is also about this energy of, this is like a parent or family, of you having that balance within. That's that self-love, you know, balancing your own inner self. And if you're choosing not be your authentic self because of how this person's reacting to it, then that's not being in balance. That's being who this person wants you to be. So you have to make that choice. Do you want to live your life in fear of not being who this person wants you to be? Or do you want to be yourself? Okay, so they want me to get some oracles to close out. These oracles, actually. And then I'm going to read these intuitively. So we'll see what comes out in these cards. This has been kind of a heavy read, guys. I knew it was going to be, though. I mean, I was anticipating that. Can I have some advice, please? Advice for all three. Whoop, there it is. Okay, that's really good advice. Playfulness. We'll get to it, okay? That's some advice. That's some more advice for please. Can I have some more advice for help? Healing. Yes. Yep. One more, I guess. Okay. Divine timing. Wow. The bottom of the deck is strength. Of course it is. And it's the star. Guys, literally the bottom of your deck energy here for your overall advice moving forward is a couple of things I'm getting from that card, actually. One of them is that your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your angels are with you. They're so completely surrounding you. I get that from the dragonflies that are on here. Dragonflies are something that have been around for a very long time. And something else that I've read about dragonflies is that they say that dragonflies have 4 wings on them because that way the fairies can ride on their backs better because they have 4 wings. You know, they can hold them in their seat. But it's about that future energy there. I mean, that past energy there. They've been around for a long time. So what I'm getting from that is that, and they're surrounding her here, and she's bare. She's naked. You know, she has a drape around her, but she's naked. And it's like you're starting fresh, that purity that we talked about. And you have protection here around you. And then she's holding the star, and with the star, the sun goes around. And this also gives me the idea of that wheel, right? That wheel, the wheel of fortune, the life cycle, the turning point, your destiny. The star is about wishes being granted, opportunities, renewed hope, being in that hopeful energy. The sun is that positivity. We had the sun at the bottom of the deck here. We talked about it. You overcoming all that. That's your bottom of the deck energy. And kindred spirits are around you as well, which we already kind of talked about that. Also, you need to give yourself patience on this journey. You need to give yourself that compassion. And playfulness, guys. As soon as this card came out, it was great advice. She's sitting on a mushroom. So you may have recently went through or are going to go through. I feel like you're going to go through. I feel like you haven't yet. I feel like you just woke up. I feel like you're going to go through a healing journey. But you need to remain in this playful energy even though you're going through this transformation here, okay? The mushroom to me is a signifier of those shadows that you're moving past. Like the devil, those attachments, those addictions, that shadow self that you're moving past. This is a future reminder for you that you need to stay in this playful energy when you're going through all this, when you're making this transformation here, okay? Remember your inner child. Nurture that inner child. Be in that energy of go outside, and if you can, or just, if you're around kids, play with them, or just try to be in that playful energy, that free-spirited energy. I mean, it's right underneath that. I mean, right on top of that there. And then healing. This is an indicator to me that you are going to go through a healing journey, if you haven't already. And Spirit has your back through this journey, okay? But it's going to enlighten you. It's going to open you up to even more of that purity, that clean slate. It's again going to cause that transformation even more to take place here. You're going to have a lot of things. I feel like this is something that you haven't opened up yet, because I feel like this is something that you're kind of hesitant to move towards. You may have a lot of things that happened to you in your past that you're just kind of very hesitant to kind of venture off into that, okay? You're worried about stepping outside your comfort zone when revisiting some things in your past. And so you haven't opened that up yet. But one side of this, I feel like, isn't going to be as hard, but it's going to cause you to have a new beginning here. And then the other side of this is going to be completely transformative. Oh my gosh, my ears just started ringing so bad. There's something here that is going to completely transform who you are, how you look at things, how you see the beauty in the world. And right now, whatever it is that you went through has caused you to feel like you look at the world in a more of a harmful way, more of a negative way, or people in more of a negative way. And you need to revisit that. You need to heal that, because after you do heal that, when you decide to drink this potion, when you decide to take that serum there, to go down that path, this is going to completely change who you are. It will completely change you. There are things in your past, guys, when I went down my healing journey, I mean, I could talk about that for a long time, but there are things that I started to remember because I would heal things that I went through. Like if I healed something, it was almost like Spirit would give me a gift of remembrance. And I'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden I'd just have this thought of my childhood, something that happened that was a good thought of my childhood that I completely forgot about. And it was like I healed that part of my mind, and so it gave me a gift. It gave me something that I had forgotten. It healed that, patched that part up so where I could remember it again. And there's beauty in that. And that's what Spirit's wanting you to see and wanting you to understand, is that it's scary to go down that healing journey, but it's also very, very, very overwhelmingly magnificent. That's the word that came to mind. It's beautiful too. And it's remarkable, like the love that you feel and the understanding that you gain from it. It really is. It's like you not only understand yourself better, but you understand the people around you even better. Because when you start to understand why you are who you are and where certain parts of you come from, it's not just, oh, there's just like that. That's their personality. A lot of the times it's not your personality. It's things that you've experienced in your life, even as far back as a child, that you can't remember, but the trauma still exists. Things like that you move on past. And you realize that's not my personality. That's not who I am. That's a trauma that I went through that has resulted in me being this way. And you correct that. And it changes, like I said, it's not only you, but then you start to look at people around you. Instead of looking at somebody like, oh, they're this way and I just can't stand that, or whatever it is. You look at them like, I totally understand that because I know what they went through, or I imagine what they went through, and that's why they are the way they are. And you love people in a different way. You start to love things and people around you for who they are. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage, which you have. You have strength here, and you also have this Queen of Wands, which is that courage. Divine timing, guys. Everything that's happening to you right now is all in divine timing. And this is all taking place in this divine timing. Okay? And you will go down this path where you think, my ear's ringing again. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me right now? You could be at a completely difficult part of your life at this moment. And you're like, why is this happening to me right now? I have enough to deal with. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I dealing with this? You can't see it now, but it's in divine timing. It's happening for a reason. And you can't see that. You can't see the light yet, you know? You can't see that it's going to help you in the future. But it's because you're going through all this right now, right? But it's there. It will. One day you will look back and you'll think, wow. Like, complete 180 from who I used to be. Within my mind, my heart, everything about me is so different. And I love who I am. And I've learned so much about myself. And it's in that divine timing. It's just, you have to go through this. But you have the strength. You have the courage. And you can do it. And I'm going to get one more card to close out. One more, guys. One more. I know this is a very long reading. So if you stuck around this long, thanks. Good for you for listening to me rant for this long. One more card, please, Spirit, to close out this reading. Well, that was fast. Ancestral wisdom, guys. Wow. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to close you out. We are your ancestors. This is that message of these dragonflies here. And just, I'm telling you, they're there for you. Listen. We are your ancestors, and we love you. We walk the earth many years before you, dragonflies. We ask you at this, what is that word? Pollinate? Polginate. I have to look that up. Perinatal. I don't know what that says. But we ask you at this time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. guys. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, this whole thing. And there could be some ancestral lines that you're supposed to break. Maybe that's why this divine timing is so potent here. But this is what I'm talking about having help, okay? And them being around you, your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors around you. They're helping you. They're guiding you here, okay? Okay, guys. Whew. I'm going to leave you there. I hope this resonated. I hope this made sense. And I most definitely hope that it helps somebody because, yeah, this is, I mean, even this reading, guys, like I said, it could be for different phases for different people. You could go back and listen to it again and realize that you're in a different part, you know? But yeah, I definitely hope this does help somebody. And yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and hope to see you again. Thanks. Bye.